without even starting it. Oh, therapy. No, I think we left that. We'll have to do a Beyond Terp recap where we make Doug finish all his fucking ideas.
There we go.
Okay. This could be a socio, humongous. I just made that word up. This could be like a research study.
I think you're right. Oh, shit. But before we get this research party started, let's get the show started. Damn. There we go.
It's Too T3rpd.
All right. So I got a question for you real quick. Do you freestyle?
I've never before freestyled. Are you asking if I would?
Yeah.
I mean, I can do it. Jesus, like sway in the morning right now? Yeah, all right. I'll fuck this up. This is my first and worst freestyle. You want me to freestyle right now?
That rhymes.
Oh, shit. All right.
Hold. The beat getting ready to
skip. Can I get the bass?
Let me get the beat right for you real quick. Hold on. There we go. Get it. What? Dougie Doug.
Oh, shit. There it is. Oh, shit. I'm on Too T3rpd. This shit's getting way swerved. I ain't drinking syrup. There's styrofoam, there's a phone, and a mic, and what? I can't do this shit. I'm white. Thanks for calling me out.
Everybody.
You're like, Doug claims to be hood. We're going to try to make him freestyle and then show you how fucking white he is. Next on Sway in the Morning. I hit the fucking post.
DJ.
Everybody who tries gets an A. If you try, you get an A.
I still hit the post.
Hold on, yo. Hold on.
If I knew I had a freestyle, it would have been way worse. Because I would have been like, for like 2 days, I would have been like in my head trying to rhyme everything. And then I would have came in here and like puked all over the fucking mic.
I asked everybody.
It would have been like mom's
show.
spaghetti right there. It would have been so bad. I'm going back to work.
Oh, you're growing on me, Doug. You're growing on me. I like
I'm
you.
just gross on people.
You've done the longest. I'll give you. You've already made history already in this. You've done the longest freestyle so far.
No shit.
Yeah.
Wow.
All the people that we've had
hasn't been down to the studio yet. He's number 100. Shit, you gotta get some people that can rap. Because if I was,
I ain't saying he was the best. Now, hold on. Ain't nobody saying he was the best. Now,
I worked in entertainment for years. I mean, I've worked with hip hop artists. This is crazy. I actually was Guru's agent from Gangstar for a year. It was the worst year of my life. It was horrible, but yeah, crazy. But I couldn't.
Around what time was that though?
That would have been right before he died, because he died a year after I repped him, and we were still in. Back then, you didn't have a lot of internet access, so we were in Polestar and Celebrity Access as his representation, even though we dropped him a year prior. So I remember walking in the office, and they're like, the BBC called, CBS called, like but it was all radio. It wasn't like he was getting television.
Right.
It wasn't that big of a deal at that point. And I'm like, no comment. But it was pretty trippy. It's a whole nother conversation. He had a producer that was like brainwashed him and manipulated him. What was his name? I feel like we might have to. He'll probably sue me for saying this.
Damn, I told you don't make no bunch of edits. Look at him. We ain't even a minute in. God damn.
Fuck shit.
Oh, we leaving that. Right, cool. I told you that's fine.
Either way, it blew up after it all happened, which was crazy to be a part of it, but. Pretty insane, yeah. I mean, I did a lot of work in the urban markets and entertainment and stuff, but my joke with my entertainers was, I'm never going to try to get on stage with you. I'm just here to make you money, which just got proven when I did that freestyle.
Oh, shit. He said this is about to go viral. That's basically what I just heard at a couple of
for the worst possible reason.
All right, shit.
I'm not even as good as that guy that was like Mardi Gras killing that freaking whatever.
I know who you're talking about.
Yeah, that dude had some shit going on.
I know who you're talking about.
See, you ain't even give us a chance to introduce your ass. You just been over here. You started shooting from the hip, man. Y'all already see here, runner and gunner.
Necessary.
I already know they like, who's
talk about shit.
They're like, who's this guy over here? He over here just talking already.
Who's this guy that can't spit?
All right, so I'm gonna be honest. I still don't know what the man does. I didn't talk to this man more than I didn't talk to any of y'all motherfuckers so far. And I still have yet to figure out exactly what he does. But today, we will find out what the man, the myth, the legend, the owner of Cannvocate does. Mr. Douglas Hall.
Thank you. If we could figure that out, I'd be happy, because I don't know what the fuck I do. I'm figuring that out every day. I make shit happen. But,
There you go.
See,
but it.
always giving these fucking answers, bro. Like that's you. I like.
I mean,
it,
the
though.
canned response is always whatever it takes. But I mean, what we do as an organization, what I do has always been to try to find the right people and try to get better results faster. Scale good shit. Our opening tagline for Advocate, which was the parent company of Cannvocate, it's just a cannabis brand, was we challenge good people to do great things. But what I've done my whole life is just hack systems, figure out how to get a dime out of a cent. And now I'm just doing it in a way where I can do it with people I like. I get to do hood rat stuff with my friends, So we're very selective about who we work with, but what do? We get brands out there. We connect them with their audience, and we try to do it in the most effective and efficient way possible.
Okay. I like it.
I wish my team was listening because they're like, could you write that down? I'll be like, I forgot what I said.
Just make them listen.
Do they have job
Just
descriptions?
keep drinking that lean. Yeah, no, I mean, it's the foam. Do they have job descriptions?
I'm just asking.
No, it's a good question because I always used to say, like, if a company makes you write your own job description, you should write theirs too because that was their fucking job.
My dog coming here talking about this double cup shit. You look like Drake in 20 years.
Yeah, no, I mean, my directors have, our departments are based off of, so just so you understand, our company does the same thing in multi-markets. We have a cannabis specialty line. There's more activation in that for cannabis, so there's a connective tissue between those specific people that work in that space. But what we do as an organization, whether it's Advocate or Cannvocate, is the same. Okay. And so we've always focused on that. I'm going to burp. Sorry. If Stern does it, I can do it.
ASMR, you got to do it into the mic next time.
No, you don't.
This is corduroy.
You're starting our OnlyFans.
This sound is gas and corduroy and a little bit of tire. That ruined it for me, actually. It's like, hold the ooh till I'm done.
Well, I didn't know you were going. I know you would keep
You
going.
went straight to the climax. You are young.
My bad.
It's all good. Good luck with that honeymoon.
I'll let it slide right now, but don't worry, I'm a sniper. I'll get you back.
Haters in the trees. Circling me at every fucking cut. No, I don't even remember what I was talking about, but as a company, yeah, we strictly just try to make, and look, we don't do anything the same time, so that's why it's kind of hard to describe what we do, but we like to look at ourselves as a growth firm or a growth form, that's like what grows on you. A growth firm, like we're a brand strategy and media activation company, and we're doing a lot in cannabis, specifically in Missouri, because there's a ton of really cool brands out here. And I saw a gap from them getting to their audience. And when you think about how the industry was really affected by the pandemic, I mean, that was happening. Most of our licensees were trying to commence. It could have hobbled a lot of people. So now there's a little bit of a stumble to get stuff out there. And we just saw a spot where we can step in and help.
Got you. So what are your clients specifically in the cannabis industry? Who are you servicing right now?
Give me some names. So we're very active with Vivid, Missouri's Own Edibles, Good Day, those are the same people. Good Day Farm, work with Kind Goods. Oh God, I feel like I'm doing like one of those Academy Award things where I'm gonna forget somebody. I swear to God, I love you all, but no, it's probably a handful right now. I think, like I said, we're exclusive to the point where we're very particular about the partnerships we do, but. Clover, Proper, I really do feel like Wink. I'm going to forget somebody, and I'm going to feel really bad about it later.
Throw them in.
They're all there. But, and we've worked with some we won't work with again, and I'll leave them unnamed.
Hey.
But, it's not hate. It's just like, I gotta be able to help. And if it's not a good fit, it's not a good fit. But, my thing is that cannabis as a whole is something I'm passionate about personally. But capitalism as a whole is something I'm very passionate about, and Missouri's kind of done it real well compared to other states. And I'm at the point now where I kind of love business models and want to see that kind of proliferate. I want us all to do well.
So you're selective. So what do you look for?
Well, it's interesting. And it's a great question. I would say, so at Advocate, we have excuse me, a very specific rule set for our ideal client persona. And I always screw this up. Somebody at the team will tell me if I didn't do this right. They have to have a story we want to tell.
Okay.
We have to see that we can help them exponentially grow, not just we can charge them for something. They might get it. Like, we want to make sure we can help. They have to be self-aware. They have to have an active business product. Like, we don't tell people their babies are ugly. We tell them their toddlers need help. Like, I'm not dealing with the I have an idea type of shit. Like, you have to understand there's a model there that we can improve. I'm not there to build it for you. And the last one is they can't be a dick.
Nice.
And we're very specific to that, and the team's called me out on that. And you can listen to the podcasts I've done in other spaces, and I talk about this where it's like, I've had clients where I've been like, the team will be like, do you still want to tell their story? And I'll be like, shit, you're right. And then there's other points where I'm like, I'll fire that client right now. And they're like, no, they're cool. They still meet the criteria. They're just driving us a little crazy right now. But we use that as our North Star of whether or not we're still making an impact. We're still helping these people. Because one of those issues you get when you're in the service side of an industry is that you get scope creep, where they get so used to you being the person that takes care of everything that they just start asking for everything. And then they wonder why you're charging them, because we're so close and we just went on a trip together. So we have to and the cannabis industry is so, I didn't want to, it's not like it's incestuous, but the cannabis industry is semi-cloistered to a certain point. Hi. You don't have a mic, but you're in the room.
Oh, yeah, K-Valley in the building.
Hi.
Down in the valley where the girls get naked.
You got a track right there. That was awesome. Do they really do that in the Valley? Or is that like Sex in the Champagne Room where they just tell you it's going to happen?
In P Valley, it goes down like that.
Oh,
You ever seen the show?
No, I just thought you were getting me into some golden situation. I didn't want to play that game.
I mean, that's for way too terp. Not.
Yeah, this is
There's our. Yeah, this is cannabis, Doug. Come on.
There's 2 P's and way too terp.
Come on now. You knew what it was when you signed up.
I actually never signed anything, but I'm down to hang, so we're good.
It was a verbal signage.
Yep. I verbally sign a lot of shit. Literally every rest stop from here to like Topeka. You can see it. Lounge lizards, they need love too.
Oh, wow.
I was going to let them leave it to the imagination. You went ahead and put it all the way out there. Hey, respect.
I don't want to critique a lounge or a lot lizard. I'm not even familiar with lizards. I'm not even here to talk about lizards. Tyler, get control of this
It
situation.
sounds like you just reversed your position like so fast.
Tyler's actually doing his job right now. Actually.
That's why I can't explain what I do. I'm so fucking nimble. Let's talk about you guys. What do you want to talk about? Let's talk about weed.
Damn, I was going to say, I wanted to know if they were love lizards.
Lounge and lot? I mean, if the lounge is on the lot,
When the kids are
do they have the same lizard union?
Is the lounge
Do
a
lot lizards?
I'm trying to figure out, is it a
like,
love lounge? That's what I'm trying to figure out. Are you in
Not on the
particular?
lot.
Oh, okay.
That comes in the cab of the truck.
Ah, got it. Okay.
Oh my God, Tyler and I, we're like BFFs right now. Mobile prostitution. Tyler and I, we're your guys.
I
I
understand.
tell you how they work those lots.
Hard-working Americans, that's all they are.
My bad.
Sold
Lila
his
said she
trade.
didn't sign up for way too turn. My bad, y'all. Hold on. We got to bring it back. My bad.
I'm a mother.
Were you about to say? I mean, who was that? I don't want to get you guys into a licensing game. You were literally about to start dropping
Oh,
some
yeah,
lyrics.
we can't do that. No.
I'm a mother, so's mine.
I mean, you're singing it. You don't sound like her, so you good, bro. They ain't going to get no copyright on us. I don't think we worried about that. We ain't that good.
Tracy
I didn't-
Chapman's gonna come in and.
Yeah.
No, that wasn't. No, it was
it?
Joan Osborne.
Oh, okay.
I'm pretty sure it's Joan Osborne.
Damn, Lila would have lost the game.
Don't talk about that right now. Listen.
Tracy Chapman did Fast Car.
Yeah, and I'm a bitch, right?
No, that was Joan Osborne. They don't even sound the same.
Oh.
Who's
Look
got
at
my
Mike.
feedback? Oh, you're.
It's because your phone
You're Googling.
or something.
I know. Tracy Chapman was like, I got a fast car.
No.
Joan Osborne's like, I'm a bitch.
That's
It's
not
very
Joan
two different
Osborne.
songs.
Is it Alanis Morissette?
No, but
You're
very
both wrong.
much
Thank
closer.
you, Tyler Chapman.
Meredith Brooks.
Who did I'm a bitch?
Yeah.
What did Joan Osborne sing?
You're not gonna win them
Is
all,
there even a
Doug.
Joan Osborne?
He didn't win them the
She
other
like
night either.
Ozzy's
Yeah, he
cousin.
did.
With Timmy P.
He
Oh
won.
no, I got my ass.
Yeah,
kicked.
that's what I'm saying.
What do you mean?
So he was playing this game where it's like
Yeah,
a
it's
song
like
pops up.
Pumpkin or something.
Yeah.
Oh, no, Joan Osborne did One of Us.
What if God won?
Oh, that's a whole different thing.
You're right. I'm just thinking somebody different. They
but
both
you-
look the same, like they were right at the edge.
You did
Like, this is
win
my
the-
last song before I'm gonna get into like home decor.
So that was their version, like mumble rappers, like all of them were the same. That
No,
was like
mumble
their little
rappers
thing?
start that way. They start with their swan song,
Ah, got it.
and they
Okay.
just repeat it over and over and over and over again.
You did win the joint rolling contest. Do you know that?
I don't feel good about that
Why?
because I wasn't really happy with my joint, and
I wasn't happy with your joint either.
I didn't think it was the best.
I agree.
Shit.
You can't. That's friendly fire. We both agree. You could shoot my fucking joint. I'm like, I shouldn't win this contest.
Yeah.
But that just proves the internet doesn't know shit.
You're being humble. She's being for real. So like,
No, I'm being for real. Like, if I roll a bomb ass joint, I'll be like, that's a bomb ass joint. I should win that shit. And if I don't win that shit, I'll be like, the internet doesn't know what it's fucking talking
Mine
about.
was better, huh?
I don't
Did you
even
see
remember
the
which one was
picture?
yours. Was that yours?
It was
I
the one
so
that should
fucking
have
high when
won that was
happened
right
in the-
behind yours. Yeah.
I said straight up when he started this thing, if this is going to a contest, I want a disclaimer of how high I was when it started. But
Yeah. My own husband voted for your joint as well. He walked in I looked at the joints and said, I think that one. I'm like,
people's husbands like my joint.
whoa.
Gonna give you one. I burned her out.
I'm going to roll another one.
Lila better watch out now. Uh-oh.
I didn't even realize you rolled the first
Listen,
one.
Hide your husbands.
can I just speak to the listeners for a moment?
Please.
Too T3rp listeners, we love you. We appreciate you. But here's the thing. Like, there's
Holy
been
shit.
3 contests so far, and I've been solidly second every single time. And there's like 4 people in
You
each
should change your
competition.
Instagram handle to solidly second. I think that's badass.
AKA solidly second.
Listen,
Yes.
guys.
Yes. She's got to do AKA. Yes.
Love it. Solidly
Listen,
second.
it's like there's 4 people in these competitions. Nobody else even gets on the board. Every time it's me and whoever else wins. And it's like, I
Look,
keep
my
getting
mom's
second.
not even on Instagram, and she voted like 7 times.
Oh, right? Thank you.
Holy shit.
She's like,
I'm loving this right now.
it, but he can roll it.
Lila's had enough.
I am.
She's
I'm
had
sick
enough.
Of it. Like, I give and I give and I give.
And yet they take and they take and they take.
I'm so glad this is happening. Now y'all get to see what I've been dealing with behind the scenes this whole time. I've been trying to be humble, but now you see what I've been dealing with in the
It
background.
looks like you're getting ready to roll a beautiful joint.
Thank you.
She started before we even got
Really excited
started.
to smoke it.
Nah, because we know what time it is now. See, she ready now. She is. Ooh, I'm so hyped. This was about to be the best joint she had ever rolled. I love this. I'm doing
Sick
like,
of it.
hey, I'm doing like Justin,
I
you
gotta
know?
be honest with you. I haven't rolled a joint. Like, I've been stuffing cones for so long. I've gotten so lazy now that I just stuff cones. I don't even roll anymore. Because I don't want that frustrating moment when you're like 75% done with the joint and you're like, shit, I got to start all over, like a stem stuck out, or I got to now. Then you're doing like triage and you're like ripping parts. Are you really that sour that you're like,
You ain't know. This is real life, yo.
I know, but you're
This is real life right now.
podcast, and you're just sitting there quietly, like, you see her. You see her right now.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
just gonna bring it out for I'm talking to the audience, Lila.
Good. I mean, let them know. Cause
Oh, they know. I think they know.
I can't wait to this
I'm
like,
scared. I'm in the room with you. I just want to. I want you to smoke that joint. To be honest with you.
it's time. It's time.
Now we can do another contest. That's what I was saying. This is why I'm glad this is happening right now.
Form stomper. We can bust that out if it makes you feel better.
Yeah,
I
let's
thought
do
your
that.
joint was beautiful. I thought mine was
Thank
ugly.
you. It
Doug,
was.
Doug's scared now. Damn, he really scared. He
No,
mad
I
he
mean,
won
but I
that
have
contest
learned that
now.
my gut's just a guide. I have to lean on the data for truth.
Nah, don't be
Right.
don't be scared now, Doug. Go up.
I ain't scared.
You gotta recreate
Okay.
now.
This
Look.
is the loo. She's
All
gonna
right.
throw
That's
me
right.
off that balcony. It's a good way to die.
No, you're growing on me, Doug.
Seriously though, I know, and I mean, you don't want to throw me if I'm growing on you. It's like shit. Now he's attached.
We've been around each other a few times. I wasn't quite sure at first what to make of
And-
you, but you know what? Coming around.
A, I liked you from the start. B, I want to play poker with you because I could tell you didn't like me from the start. And the funny thing is like I'd see you, you're like, hey, and you'd always talk to me like we had a fight, and I'd be like, what's up?
did
And you're
have a
like,
fight.
So, and I'm like, I don't remember when the schism happened. I mean, I didn't know we were like, you're a jet, I'm a shark. I didn't know what was happening here. I just wanted to do the dance and date Maria.
I lost you, but yeah, we're good. We're good.
West
we're
Side
good.
Story.
We're good.
Which is really just Romeo and Juliet repurposed, you know.
I gotta tell you something. I've never seen that.
Me either.
Any of them?
West Side Story? No, I've never
You've
seen
probably
West Side
seen some sort of iteration of it.
Well, yeah.
There's
Yeah.
so many movies that are either everything Shakespeare.
I guess that's literally every movie.
Everything Shakespeare.
Story. All right, tell us about this weed.
Interestingly enough, so I'm a home cultivator. I have 3 patients that I grow for. I'm not a license holder. It's not a business. It's a passion for me. Nothing tied to what I do for a living. But interestingly enough, we were buying some Skywalker. When I say we, I have another cultivator that I sometimes buy seeds with. And he's like, you want to get some Skywalker from the Mephisto drop? And I'm like, sure, I'll do that. They always, if you're not a home grower, you don't know this, like, typically you will get comp seeds when you buy a certain amount of seeds. They're always throwing you something, which is great marketing in this scenario specifically, because the Skywalker sucked 40 lightsabers in the back of a parking lot just to get its Jedi credit card paid off. And
what?
This shit came out of the Great White North.
She's about to break our damn grinder, yo.
Oh my God.
I'm helping you.
You
See how
told
much
me
I
you
like
said
you
this
now?
wasn't blood, but I want to know where the
see
pain
how
came
much I'm
from.
helping you
I'm telling you,
out.
boy.
It's not blood,
She about to
but
get this
there
back in
was
blood.
murder. No, so this is the Sasquatch versus Forum Stomper. I couldn't get in a lineage, but I'd fuck it up. There's, I think, some OGs in there, but it's one of those happy accidents where I dropped a seed just to see what would happen, and the most beautiful thing just popped out of the ground.
It's pretty.
Thank you.
I like it.
Appreciate that.
Is this what we smoked?
I feel like we're
the other
getting
night?
closer by the moment.
I know.
Yeah,
see,
that was
we'll
the
see.
same thing that I was bagging on the other night.
Okay.
I will walk around like my new child. I will tour a butt around. Like, did you see my debutante? It just graduated.
Oh, look at
like
her.
I get very proud of like the ones that come out of the garden that are like super spectacular. And I
Yeah.
like you guys. I'm like, I'm gonna bring some for the show.
No,
Yeah, I appreciate it.
So straight up, Mephisto dropped a beautiful seed.
Wait, are we supposed to be like for real great in this, or?
I mean, you were more than welcome to. Yeah. I'm
we?
gonna bring somebody to test actually.
Oh yeah. the
Shout out to
purple.
Grow Gear.
Yeah, thank you.
All right, so then let's go ahead and.
You can really tell people if I'm full of shit or not.
Yeah.
Just you have a machine now.
Right. We got the data.
I'll stick my finger in it. And
See,
be like,
look.
should I like him? He'll be like, his humidity levels are disgusting.
There you go. Wait, you need some more?
I always
No,
need
that's
some
good.
more, but
Oh, that's why she was getting so aggressive with it. She was getting you ready, y'all. Okay, I see
No,
what's
it's all
happening
good.
right
That's
now.
a great freaking
This
break.
is an olive branch.
This
I
is
see
where,
what's
and this is funny. In order for me to roll with this headphone,
Goddamn. It's just olive branch
you
there.
didn't take the branch out.
Made of raisins, huh? There's a date. There's a date branch. I don't know what you're talking
Specifically
about.
the olives, if we're really getting into the anatomy. I have to get closer to you because of my headphone.
Okay, you're
So
good.
this is how people get closer with Lila on the call. They have to roll their joints, and then they have to stay close to the mic. I'm going to move this as our friendship and bond continues. You guys get actually to watch us physically get closer as we
Yeah.
get to learn more about each other.
That's
You want to hear more
great.
about my mom?
Go ahead. Yeah.
No, I'm down.
It all is all. It
I
all
mean,
helps.
I actually, I'm enjoying the fuck out of this. Please keep asking me questions. I'm having such a good time right now. Like, let's piss off everybody on my team. I have to be
okay.
like, you said what? I want to be like the Elon with the blowtorch of your episodes.
I
want
fuck
to
with
be
this.
like, I want Twitter to go nuts tomorrow, and I'm not even on Twitter. I want somebody on Twitter to call me and be like, dude, why are people
What?
fucking saying some shit about you on Twitter? So let's do it.
All right,
Lila, ask some serious questions.
We about to get the gram
Call
fucking
me out.
crazy right now.
We can dial 3 of my ex-girlfriends and see what they have to say. Let's just have some fun.
You lying like a motherfucker.
I'd have to pick them.
I was gonna say, shit. All right.
Make sure their numbers are still... No.
I was gonna act like this won't happen right now. We got
Call
a
anybody you want.
Bluetooth right now.
I will fucking field the haters and the lovers all at the same
Oh
time.
man.
Don't test me with a good time. You don't know who you talking to right now.
It's not a test.
So,
If this
yeah.
were a test, we would not be getting this blasted.
So part of what you all do, you do help like throw events.
What do you mean, you people?
You all.
That was just too easy of a
You
setup.
can't
See how
turn
much
this
she's
around
hating on
on
me?
We're not going that direction.
It's too easy, sorry. Go on. So what do we
Look, I'm on
do?
this episode.
What do we do? Go on, please.
What do you all? So one of the things that you all do is you help throw events, right?
We do.
For these brands, or these clients, these customers.
Sure.
Your friends, whatever it is. It's all of the above, right?
Yeah, what we do is we try to figure out the best ways to activate these clients.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes a client will come to us or a prospect wherever they are in the stage and somebody that we've sized up and we're pretty like, you got to come by the office and hang out with us. And if they're out of state, like when we're in town, we're going to come hang out with you. Like we don't want to align ourselves with people that are talking a game but not actually doing it. But I've always been, and I came out of startups, so, you know, with all this rolling and joking, the reality is I'm data obsessed, I'm ROI obsessed. I don't want to just, and I will talk person out of buying something from me if I don't think they're going to get the return that they need. Like, I'd rather help somebody for free than sell them something that isn't going to get them value. So there are, and plenty of operators will tell you that they've gotten on call me and I'm like, that's not the right event for you. Now, that being said, while we do customize and package, we did see that there was a serious gap with accessing a non-smoking or non-consuming market, that events were becoming cannabis for cannabis. And so, and obviously I've sent you guys some info on this, but the first event that we really stepped out fully for like a public interaction was Lohmeyer Sculpture Park's 35th art fair. And I will tell you, it went amazing. Honestly, like I said, I'm a capitalist. I'm not going to lie about who I am. But it also feels nice to like get a better seat in hell. And like we were in a situation where I'm fairly confident we helped somebody get off of opioids. We might have prevented a teen suicide. Now, I don't know what those end results were.
Sure.
But I will tell you that it was kind of, it took me back, and I'm not nearly as full-fledged as some people are in this market, but from my involvement in this market and my understanding of what people know and don't know, even those people that I know that don't consume what they know, for me to talk to people walking up that I was almost blown away by how little they knew about what was available, how they can get it.
Sure.
I had a guy come up, and that was, and I'll tell the story. It actually, I'm so obsessed with rolling a joint, I might not get teary-eyed on this one. So, but this guy showed up, and he was with his wife, and he didn't know we were going to be there. It looked like they were just trying to get a day out of the house, and he's like, "Oh my God, are you guys? Is this what I think it is?" And I'm like, "Yeah." And he's like, "I heard about this." He goes, "My doctor just retired and told me I had 2 weeks to find another pain management doctor."
Whoa.
And gave me a list of people to call. And this is a guy in his 60s or so. And you can see his wife was really like trepidatious at first. Like couldn't get a read on her. He's like, and I heard that I can use cannabis instead of these opiates because I don't like what they're giving me.
Right.
Before you go any further, can we zoom in on that?
No,
Can we get a flag on the play? Yeah, I need to zoom in on that, please. Yeah.
Doug jinxed me. This has never happened.
A little patch there? Yeah.
It's because you're like being charmed and you're like, God, I'm listening to Doug's story and it's so enthralling that I didn't pay attention to this beautiful joint I was about to roll.
I'm going to nickname that one Patch McGee.
Patch McGee.
I also realized Lila was sabotaging not giving him a filter.
Oh, shit.
I
made my own.
Use
Oh, okay.
No, it's like
Tyler?
Naked and Afraid. I can rock this shit. I showed up with the hot sauce.
Wow.
No, let me
how this
let me
day is
roll like
going.
Armstrong, one nut, and I'll still fucking nail this shit.
I'm sorry. You were telling a touching story. Go on.
I was, but I can pivot. This is
Clearly.
it's your show.
Scotty Pivot over
so
here.
This gentleman's standing there, and he says to me, this guy, he says, I just can't handle the skunk smell.
Oh.
So he literally had not investigated a way to get off of these opiates. And what I found out afterwards, after we started talking, I said, if you don't mind, can I ask what they're giving you? And they're giving him Percocet. But he said, they're about to give me more. They keep telling me I need to step up and I don't want to take this stuff. But he had no idea that edibles existed.
Wow.
So when we talk about worst joint Doug's ever rolled or anything from that, this
doing
actually
just
looks like a
fine.
movie joint. This looks like a joint that doesn't even have weed in it. Like a set person made this joint to mimic what a joint would look like in the 60s. Like, hey man, you want to get crazy?
I don't
do it.
I don't like
it.
I don't like the sympathy vote that you're trying to get here. Like, I know you're the master salesman right now, but I need you to stop selling this
That's
joint.
more marketing.
Same shit.
Not really, but they're both metrics for one of them.
He right, see? You're right. You the master marketer. Let me stop. Let me go.
Sales
Fall
would
back.
be like, hey, yo, even though this joint doesn't look good, the weed in it's really good. And I think if you're willing to, I can totally exchange it for whatever you're fucking up over there. And I think you'll get some value out of that, and I'll be happy just to hand it off.
I don't know. You got that Biggie Small shit going on over there, so.
What's that mean?
One side is big and one side small. You know, you got that Biggie Smalls going.
Okay, so say that again.
It was notorious. So
I always
which one?
mispronounce that park name that you just said.
Lohmeyer.
Lohmeyer.
Yeah, sometimes I say Lumiere because of the casino. Lohmeyer Sculpture Park. But the reason that was a big deal for us in a macro level, I mean, it was nice to help this guy get through. The reality is he walked through all of our partners' locations, and there was a couple of partners, I won't name names because of personal reasons, but a couple of the partners from those same ones I named earlier, one of them had gone through an opioid addiction, sat down, wrote down exactly, try RSO if this happens, if you feel this will happen. And then we ended with getting them a med card. And the crazy thing was at the end, the wife completely demeanor changed, like a sense of relief. And that's when we realized they were just trying to get out of this future where he didn't know anything else besides, I just got to get another drug dealer because mine just quit.
Right.
And he did not want to be on these things, and they had never experienced it. Like I experienced, I don't know your guys' story, but in my 20s, I experienced more than this guy probably experienced by his 60s. Like he didn't know what addiction was. He didn't know any of those things. He hurt his back. And this was the sentence. But this is what I'm getting at. We get so used to knowing the market and knowing what's going on, we start to assume that that's what everybody knows.
Sure.
Or we think about our non-consuming family members and friends, but they know us. And I have a funny feeling you guys talk about it just as much as I fucking talk about it. So even if they don't want to hear it, they're informed.
Exactly.
But there are pockets of people that have no information whatsoever.
Right.
And so, yeah, that feels good. Feels good to be able to tap those people, kind of turn them on to it.
I definitely agree about getting to the non-cannabis events.
Where does this go now? Is this supposed to
Well,
go straight to Instagram, or are we allowed to smoke
question.
No, we gotta.
Don't
No.
you?
No.
it? Just honestly, I mean, I love your audience, but I don't give a shit about the haters. You don't have to vote on this joint at all. I just want to get high.
Well,
But I will play the game.
the last time it was a fluke, so don't.
You ain't
like
gonna
if it
get
was
Lila
Hunger
all
Games.
riled up like that and then not let us do this contest.
She's
now.
straight Hunger Games. She's like got the finger up in the air, like I'm gonna get this guy, and I'm just like, you can kill me if we can get high first.
Not first.
It doesn't work for me. I mean,
Like,
I'm not a
please,
doctor.
tell me. Okay, they need to all go the same direction. Is this okay? There you go. All right, this is it.
Ooh wee. I could say one of these looks very interesting. I'll put it that way.
I'm gonna take some pictures because I'm telling you, these are always Donovan's photos, which is very suspect. What? Sorry, guys. I'm just being honest tonight.
Honestly upset. But
Like,
I'm even gonna let her set mine up with all the marks and shit.
I knew the meltdown was going.
Let's make sure
you
my
go.
joint looks like anorexic and stuff. And no, it's fine.
I
Do the
tried
first
to
one.
warn the audience. I told them to let her at least win one. Now, would y'all please just let her win this one? I don't even
not
want to
gonna
win no
know.
damn boy. Please,
this
please
is the
let her
beauty of
win.
it. I'm just asking.
That's not the beauty of it, because damn it, I hope you win now. Shit,
I'm just asking them to just look inside themselves and be honest.
I swear, if she lose one, boy, we might lose her. Y'all see, she just went on a whole rant all there. So like, shit, you see what's gonna get her happy, y'all.
Or you could just share it and ask friends.
What do you mean?
Get others who aren't in the audience. Maybe the audience is tainted.
She been trying to do her home cooking shit. So like, thank you.
What I would ask is the audience shares this to people that don't follow and ask them what their opinion is. Sorry, somebody's got to do the marketing around here.
Hey man, did you say you wanted to work with
I was just
Tyler?
worried about whether or not she beats me. I'm trying to get you more followers right now.
You said Tyler's not infants, right?
I said Tyler's what?
You said toddlers are not infants, right? You said you like to deal.
Toddlers
Yeah, you
are
said
not
they deal at
infants. I thought you
toddler
were
stage,
talking about
right? You gotta
I
have
work
something to
with
work with,
toddlers.
right?
No, this is. Well, are you talking about the joint? I don't know, the one that's got the peg leg sticking out. I don't know. That
did,
looks like
yeah,
a
it's weak.
looks like a
It's
dog's
weak.
erection right now.
Ah, look at him. He trying to help his little
That's
partner
like
out.
straight lipstick too. Oh, is that
that's
you?
sweet.
No. Yeah.
The Lieutenant Dan's got magic legs.
I sent you a photo.
Oh, you want me to use yours? Oh
sent
shit,
it
my
to
fault.
you.
My fault. God damn, yeah.
That
see?
thing looks like a pirate.
Holy shit.
You need to
it
put a
falls
parrot
out.
on the tip of that
Alright.
thing.
It's fallen out several times.
Can I ask a serious question? If this picture is still not into with you with it, no, I don't even, we gonna save it because I want to know. That's just, yeah.
I'm
we'll save it.
listening.
I'm just waiting. Nah, I just want to hear the most epic rant next time. I feel like, you know. If y'all thought y'all heard something today, boy.
You're gonna get me to tune in just to see how it turned out. But I believe in you, Lila.
Thank you. We're gonna smoke this one.
All right, awesome. Appreciate
I think you're gonna name that the episode.
What do you say?
I believe in you, Lila.
Thank you.
it. I do.
I'll take it.
Oh shit. Oh, I fucking love this shit, man. This is wild as fuck, yo. This might be our most wild episode. Though. You might have
I'm
did
just
it.
doing me. I don't know.
We ain't even kept on task or nothing. But I'm glad we. When he talked about weed this whole goddamn time.
We did. So tell us about your grow.
I mean, what do you want to know? I mean, I'm happy to talk about it.
What,
Shit.
you know, what are your grow medium, your nutrients? You know.
Oh yeah. So I'm working on about, and I mean, 48% of percentages are made up,
Okay.
including that one.
Okay.
But if I were to guess, because the medium is kind of like I do it the same way like my grandma cooked. It's like a handful of this and kind of stuff. So I'm not a chemist. I'm more of a cook. But it's probably roughly about 60% cocoa, 20-30%. Well, now pumice, as I'm getting away from the perlite, thanks to my friend sitting next to me. Can I say friend at this point?
Yeah,
All
I
right,
think
well,
so.
we'll
Yeah,
see how the
let's
rest of
do
the
it. Let's go
recording
ahead and do
but
that.
I'm going to try it.
Okay.
It's like a test drive. We'll try out friend.
Yeah. Okay.
I think you're fucking awesome, but we'll
Okay.
see how everybody feels.
All right.
Is it which one's the ashtray? There's
Right
so
there,
many
the
containers.
acorn, the
Thank you.
acorn.
Oh my god.
Yeah, so we got Doug on pumice.
A difficult educational program. I'm hitting the acorn for my fucking weed. But okay, so you did get me on pumice. Thank you. Best high after bath salts. But I would say, yeah. So it's roughly that, and then I put a little soil mix in. Primarily, this was a whole trial and error thing for me. I'm not good at. I've got extreme ADHD. I can watch a ton of YouTube videos on it, but if you want me to write it down and do that kind of stuff, it's going to take a long time. It's like if I play a video game, like everybody else is kicking my ass, but then I'll sit there and play that game for like 2 years, and nobody's on it anymore, but I'm really good at it. It's kind of how growing worked for me. Like I just trial and error, fail forward. But I tried to switch to cocoa, and it was a huge freaking disaster. But I like the concept. I like the idea of the normalizing pH. I like the idea of giving, because I grow autoflower, so I want autoflower. So I want to make sure those roots had some room to grow. But I just started testing, like mixing some different types of soils in, like some ocean forest or whatnot. And I found that this specific mix, which now I maintain more on a, I just do straight worm castings and cocoa for refresh, and then every once in a while, and you know this because I came by, I'll buy some sort of soil that's enriched enough that I can throw a few scoops in. But outside of that, it's that with a liquid nutrient diet. I do the traditional Fox Farms.
Okay.
Throw a little bit of Humboldt's Secret Flour Stacker at the end.
Okay.
I mix in some blackstrap, molasses, occasionally some coffee.
Interesting.
Coffee grounds, and I think that's primarily it. Some CalMag into the mix from time to time, and oh, and then my secret sauce is Real Growers Recharge, which I fucking love, absolutely love, and I can tell you by usage the product works because it's impossible not to tie the results. Like you could just tell when you drop that shit. In your
Yeah,
water.
you can see it the next day.
Got to use it right, but if you use it right, it's a phenomenal product.
Okay, now one thing I wanted to note and highlight is the fact that you also grow in an apartment.
Yeah, I mean we don't like put my social security.
No. It's just the fact that like a whole lot of people on this show actually usually grow in the house.
I'm happy to talk about it, and it's funny because DHSS is like, it's like, where's the line of how much I'm supposed to talk about? But yes, I grow in an apartment, and actually have read my lease. I'm clear. I mean, it's one of those weird situations where like nobody knows how to handle things, so I figured it out ahead of time and then made sure it was in the clear. So if it did happen, it's like we can't do anything about this. It's not on lease. Right. But yeah, it's a little bit of a Ferris Bueller 2022 kind of setup. You've seen it?
Yeah, it's actually a really good setup because the reason why I wanted to place the emphasis on it being an apartment is because really it's kind of, to do an elaborate, efficient grow, it's kind of difficult to do in an apartment.
I always believe in staying simple. Things can be complex without being complicated. I think when we get complicated is where things get messy.
Okay.
You know, I grew into it. I figured out what needed to happen in order to do it.
What the fuck? I just realized this.
What?
Wow. Flag. You know what? It's too late. It's already been. That's like that. See, she know what happened. I didn't know you didn't enter this one. This the one you rolled.
Yeah.
You did a whole other one for the contest?
No, that's it. What do you mean? There's two there.
Oh, hell no.
I'm so lost.
I know you are. Wait.
There's nothing.
Oh, wait. Oh, I see what happened now. Oh,
Now he just has it in his head.
I think you're just high.
He's looking for shit.
Nah, I know what's happening. Okay. I thought this one wasn't actually on the. Which way did you?
That's the one.
Did you roll it? Did you make sure?
You got. I sat here. Tyler has the footage. Can't believe you.
I'll do a playback.
Cannot believe.
Anyway, that's when I accepted Jesus Christ as my Lord and Savior.
Oh, okay. So yes, the apartment grow. It works. It's functional. It's happening.
Oh no, it's efficient as fuck. It took me 2 years to get there, but yeah, I run an economy system. I grow specifically autoflower, and for all the Reddit haters out there, I buy a lot of seeds from ILGM.
Okay.
And they work, and they pop every fucking time. And if you hate it, keep hating it. My weed's fucking good.
So why autos? What was your?
For that same reason, I wanted an efficiency model. I didn't want to wait, an extended period of time for one crop. Look, if there's something you ever pick up about me, it's how do I get to something as fast as possible and maintain quality.
Okay.
How do I get the most bang for the buck? When you think about the autoflower model, you can literally harvest so many different strains, so many different varietals, so many different cultivars in a period of time where in a traditional photo responsive cycle, you're losing extra months. Now, granted, you get size, maybe a little bit more potency, and we can test this when I'm at your shop, but I'm deep enough in the industry that people who are smoking my weed are telling me it's good and it's autoflower, and they're like, what the fuck? But it's because I'm like doing this in my closet. I'm not doing this in major cultivation level, but I like to experiment.
Right.
I don't want to fucking nurse some shit for 6 months that I know is going to suck, but I'll keep I call them Ripley's. I don't know if you've ever seen Alien 3 when she's got to like torch all the different versions of her. So any plant that just goes a little awry, I call them my Ripley's. It's like, no.
Yeah.
But in this case, I'll keep a Ripley if I'm within my grow count because I can because I'm doing autoflower. You just got to be a lot more judicious when you're doing photo responsive, and I just think there's more risk.
They've come a long way really fast. Autoflowers are rapidly getting better and better.
And I think that's why when I say ILGM, and I know there's haters out there because I think their photo responsive maybe don't compete on the quality and
ILGM is I love growing marijuana. .com.
Robert Bergman.
Right.
Yeah, and they've kind of become the consumer, end of the underground.
It's kind of known as like lack of a better term, like the Walmart of the.
I knew you were going to go there, and it's funny because it's thought of like that, but it's not.
Yeah,
they have an efficient model. They grow good weed, but this is the thing when you talk about autoflower specifically because it's such an unstable thing. I mean that hemp ruderalis that they found. I mean that was not that long ago. I mean these strains, especially, and people are like even like a little weird about the OG strains even touching that shit because it's delicate. But when you run a shop like that, you can consistently produce a good product. But like I said, I buy Mephisto. I've got Humboldt's, seed company stuff. I get seeds that are just like, oh boy, you can only grow that strain at this time because you're going to have to freaking keep such an eye on it. I don't have that kind of time. I'm trying to run a company. This isn't my business.
Yeah.
So for me, they're not set it and forget it. But if you have a stable condition in your grow room and you want to maintain that and grow multiple strains, you have to kind of figure out what that condition set is and grow within it. And some of those exotic kind of companies, it's like, I got to pretend I'm in fucking Madagascar in my apartment to get this shit to grow. No, I want to grow something that's going to fucking grow.
Sure.
And so that's the reason I do it.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Right on.
Okay. So
how are we doing?
We're good. We're
a little
good.
quick check. Like
We're
where
good.
we are in the
Tell
meter.
us more about how you got
Not as good as
into
before.
growing, or even weed in general. So when did you
So when I was a
weed?
junior in high school, 3 guys that I was in a play with, I was a big theater nerd.
I like this.
what was your so what roles did you usually get? Were you like a lead or were you one of the sides?
I got more roles in junior high. High school is a much more competitive landscape where I grew up, and this school was pretty well revered. So if I got parts, I was happy about it.
Okay.
I did do more directing, and I found a passion for that, but my thing was always like media creation. I was more about film. But I was in like Fiddler on the Roof or something. I think I was playing like the rabbi, and a bunch of seniors sat me down, and they were like, you have to get high. I'm like, what? They're like, no, we talked about this, and there's like nobody else we know that doesn't get high that should get high besides you. And like that, I think I thought I was going to run for president at that point. Like I seriously, like I was like, I don't want to cut out my chance of being president. And now it's like I couldn't have cut out my chances of being president no matter what the fuck I did. But then it was like still like a thing. This was like 95.
Yeah, back with being
it's like, now my permanent record has a scar on it. And it's like, shit, I've been having my lawyers take shit off my permanent record for the last 30 years. It doesn't even fucking exist. But back then, it's a fucking stigma. You're making that big step. There's going to be an after-school special about you floating in a pool. Phil Collins is going to write a song about it. Then Snoop Dogg's going to talk about Eminem rapping about it. But the point is, what were we talking about?
We're talking about your first smoking experience.
So that's how it probably went. Wasn't my first smoking experience. Actually, no. I'm realizing now it was the first time I got high. So, first 2 times I tried, I didn't get high.
I can say finish the first time you got high first, and then we'll go back.
So this is interesting. So those guys, actually, I'm going to tell you the first time they turned me on to it. So these guys sat me down. I'm like, no. And then finally, I was at a party or something, and I probably wanted to impress a girl, and I was like, all right, I'll try it.
The after play party?
After party. It was like,
no, hey. I didn't heard about that shit. I heard it goes down.
The cast after party. I wasn't allowed to go to the first one my freshman year. I was so mad.
I heard they be getting down.
No, they do. And if you're like the only not gay kid, although we were all not gay back then, like you had to figure it out. Like now, kids would be like, "I'm gay." Back then, it's like he's gay. No, I'm not. And those guys now are like, I'm fucking gay, motherfuckers. And it's like, I'm proud of you. But back then it was a different time. So, like everything was like weird. You had to hide everything. But I smoked. Those guys got me high at a party. At one of those cast parties. Yeah, that's the cast party is what they call it. Yep. And nothing happened.
Tyler, no. Oh, shit. Then, Tyler, they're being quiet as hell.
And then one of them, you've done, is that where you lost your virginity? Just hand virginity?
Oh, yeah. The worst experience in the world, but the best
I know,
of the time
because they're better dancers than they are with the hands.
Yeah. There's a reason they're in theater.
It's all about the audience. So, to that note, thanks for derailing, Tyler. Jesus.
Holy shit. So you decided, you said,
so I
might
no,
not be
even
president.
worse. Then one of them sold me some. And it was like the worst bag I think I ever bought in my life, and I bought some bad bags. It looked like a root. I mean, I could still see this thing. And
might have been Italian seasoning.
No. Actually, I did that afterwards, so I got very good in that shit. No, this was just a shitty fucking bag. It was like a shitty nickel sack on Long Island in '95 or whatever it was. And I took it home, and my sister, who was 2 years younger than me, was there, and I said, "Hey," and this is so after school special. I swear to God, Tyler, you're gonna love this. I'm like, look what I got. I bought this. And she goes, how much did you fucking pay for that?
Not impressed.
$5. She goes, give it to me right now. And I go, why? She goes, because I'm going to go sell it to some chump, and I'm going to give you something better. And what were you going to smoke it in? Dad's pipe. Like, my dad was like a tobacco smoker. There was like, and he quit. So there was like all these fucking shitty pipes just sitting still on a curio somewhere.
Wait, what's a curio?
Or it's like like a display, like like a cabinet where it's like, there's a rack of pipes that nobody ever smokes. I think it's still in their fucking house to today.
It's like some big money shit to me. I don't know nothing about that shit.
Hey, you got it's a shelf. Pipes right here.
It's a shelf with trinkets.
He's talking about a shelf. This is a goddamn set. These 2 different things.
That is essentially a curio if you really want to look at it that way. It's just a shelf with shit on it.
Okay.
They just put glass in front of it.
Look at them trying to stop trying to be humble. Shut up. It's okay.
We weren't money. We just used money words.
I picture like some CDs in there too, like CD cases.
It's mostly savings accounts. I showed my inner bouge. No. This would have been like one ashtray you made for your parents 10 years ago, and then a bunch of bullshit you bought them for like Christmas, and then some stupid crystal they got for their wedding, and a pipe,
Fabergé eggs and stuff.
Yeah, thank you. And it's all tchotchke.
Gotcha.
It's old people shit. You go to an old person's house, and there's just like cabinets, curio cabinets, and displays of just junk.
Yeah.
So I don't remember what the fuck. Oh, that's where the pipe was. So my sister, she had a bowl. She loaded it up. She sent me out in the backyard. I smoked that bowl. I walked back inside. I remember she was on, like, there's a corded phone on the phone with my cousin who was a year older than me. She's like, yeah, he finally smoked it. I could hear her saying that. And then she just grabbed a box of, I want to say it was Cheez-Its or something like that, or it might have been some other snack. I can't remember. And she handed it to me, and she goes, just go in there and watch TV. It's very, like, militant. And I remember I put on, like, Saved by the Bell, and it was, like, the best fucking 30 minutes of my life. And then I passed out. And 2 hours later, she walked in, and she goes, wake up, it's time for dinner with Mom and Dad. I think you're hungry. And then she was, like, a freshman in high school. So that was my first time.
What was up?
I sold my first bag of weed 5 days later.
Hell no.
Because I think I was more obsessed with the actual business model than I was with the actual, like, I love getting high, but I was like, wait, I can turn this shit?
Yeah, that makes sense.
But I was a hustler way before I got high. It was just a new hustle.
Yeah, we know.
But I'm not going to lie. Like, I literally, like, within a week of my first high was like, how much for an ounce?
I feel like if you liked my shirt, you would probably sell me out of it, honestly.
If I liked your what?
If you liked my shirt, you would probably sell me out of it.
No, I mean, look, and it's interesting because I talk sales programs, and it's like, sales is actually a beautiful art. We just think of it as a con thing, like talk you out of this. Sales
it's not.
Sales is about connecting people with value. But in the reality of it is that at that time for me, it was just how to make a fucking hustle. I just want to make money. There wasn't like, I want people to get high and help their medical issues. Let's be honest. I was a fucking 16, 17-year-old kid that's like, I don't have to work a $6 or $5 an hour job right now. And yeah. That's what I did. I admit it. Statute of limitations.
There you go. That's one benefit, right? As time goes on, the statute of limitations
Yeah. Well,
expire.
look, and it's not like I was Pablo Escobar. I fucking made more mistakes and did more dumb shit. My dad always said, he goes, I mean, after I got into some trouble and stuff, he's like, so you're doing all this drug dealing, weed dealing stuff. He goes, how come you never had any fucking money? It's like, I didn't know how to save.
We learned.
We had a good time when we did it, though.
Yeah.
That's true.
I digress. So that's when I found Jesus
Okay.
Christ as my Lord and Savior.
I'm so glad.
I'm going to have a Nick fit at some point, so we might have to do a commercial break so I can smoke.
Oh, man. All right. I think we can do that.
Or I can just sit outside with the mic. This is where Doug fucking starts throwing conditions. It's going to be the best show ever, but there's going to be some fucking
Let's
edit.
see. All right. Actually, this is a good time to take one. We're almost an hour in, so yeah, we can take a break real quick.
You guys solid with that?
Yeah, you cool? All right.
If you want me focused, let me get my drugs.
All right, yeah, I said this is lit, so I'm willing. This is going to lead some better content. Let's get to it.
Smoke.
Keep rolling?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, fucking roll that shit.
Yeah, just take a break then.
It's like boogie nights. It's video, Jack. We don't have to cut. We could just keep rolling.
All
Oh.
right.
Today's story. We have two stories today. Our first story is about, well, first I'm going to read you a quote. And this is from the New York Post, but it's something that was said on the debate stage in 2019. It says, I think we should decriminalize marijuana, period. And I think anyone who has a record should be let out of jail, their records expunged, and be completely zeroed out. And that was Joe Biden in 2019 on the campaign trail. Yeah. Setting the stage. Then we've got a news story that has come out. Let's see here. What happened? Where'd you go? I know it's from LA Weekly and by Jimmy Devine. Shout out Jimmy Devine. I like him. Okay, so the headline is Federal Cannabis Arrests Jump 25% under Biden. So, after a dip during the peak of the pandemic in 2020, federal law enforcement agents and their partners arrested 25% more people for cannabis-related crimes in 2021 during the first year of the Biden administration. Let's go down in here.
In comparison to the year before?
So, yes, that's 25% to the year before, which was 2020 in a pandemic, right? But this is the biggest jump in cannabis arrests since 2011.
Okay, but what is represented between 2021 and 2019 as far as arrests?
So, I don't know about 2019, but there
I'm
was
just curious
6,000.
if it's lower than 2019, but the jump is there because nothing happened in 2020.
Right. So that was the trend. So from 2011, so states started going legal for adult use in 2012, right?
I'm just asking those types of questions because numbers don't lie, but people use them to lie all the fucking time.
For sure. But so the trend was, so after you see rec legal, you see the arrest numbers go down or adult use or whatever until 2021.
But what we didn't, okay, So wait.
And it wasn't
Did we
a
see the arrest
consistent-
numbers not continue to go down, but we saw a jump between one year and the other? Like, did they go down so low because they weren't happening at all?
Just in
And
2020.
then went up, but they were still categorically going down.
So
That's
here's
why
the
I'm
numbers.
asking about 2019, because sometimes they're like, big jump. Yeah, well, it's a big jump if there wasn't anything measured for a year.
Sure. So there was 8,500 people arrested in 2011 for federal cannabis.
Okay.
And in 2021, there was 6,606. So
it's gone
it's at
down.
its highest level since
Wait.
2011 because it has been going down.
Got it.
Yes.
So we just got to figure out, and I'm only asking this as if I was looking at a chart.
Yeah.
You know, like when you look at like the stock market, things go up and down.
Sure.
But they go up traditionally over time.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just wondering if it's still going down, but we saw a spike,
A spike, yeah.
or if this is actually a change in behavior. Because
Mm-hmm.
when we look at the pandemic, it's the thing that kind of fucks us up when we start looking at numbers. And unfortunately, even though that author could have been very accurate in their data, it could be slanted to say, we're getting screwed, they're arresting more people.
I'm just
Which
saying
they might have just been arresting more
6,000
people because they went back out for the first time in a year.
Yeah, but that's still a lot of fucking people. 6,606
But
people.
now do we know the type of crime? Are these 6,000 people walking around with joints in their pocket? Or are they
marijuana
walking,
related.
But do we know if this is like somebody with 40 pounds in their trunk and an AK-47?
But hey, did you hear the quote from 2019? Everybody.
Let's go back to the quote.
That's the thing.
No, go back to the quote, because it wasn't just the word everybody.
Okay, so just to play devil's
I
advocate.
want to hear it. No, I'm already doing that.
Okay, real quick. Let me
just
play.
wanna hear the quote.
Let me be the other devil. You know, we're both playing consciences here, so.
Mm-hmm. Somebody's got to light another joint, too.
Oh, I got you.
Talk about this shit
So-
without burning. What the hell? I thought this
Alright.
was too terped.
All right, so on the other devil advocate side, we could say that as far as dispensaries go, whenever they transport, or dispensaries and cultivators and grow ops go, whenever it needs to be shipped to a dispensary, how does that get done? How is that done?
Wait, I didn't.
When you transport the cannabis products
Right.
from wherever they're made at to the dispensary,
A legal transporter has to transport it, or somebody with a license that has transportation. And I'm not an expert here, but they have to have passed all of the same regulation that somebody would. You can have a license and transport your own material if you adhere to all of the same things a licensed transporter would have to do. But yes, it has to be transported by somebody licensed to transport it.
gotcha.
Okay, I got the quote back.
Sure.
This was on a debate stage in 2019. I think we should decriminalize marijuana, period. And I think anyone who has a record should be let out of jail. Their records expunged, be completely zeroed out.
I absolutely agree. But we don't know if that was, when we say marijuana related, and he's saying they should decriminalize it. And I agree, and I imagine he still feels that way. But right now he's probably feeling like, holy shit, what am I doing? This is
Good.
a lot. I'm old.
Yeah.
But my point is, what you're doing is you're taking his statement and that data and
Right.
saying he might have changed his opinion. The reality is it hasn't happened soon enough.
Right.
And there shouldn't be anybody in prison for nonviolent marijuana-related crimes.
Yeah.
But we don't know if that 6,000, when we say marijuana-related, was the type of people that should have gotten arrested. They just happen to have weed in addition to, and it's still legal.
Yeah.
So if I'm a money launderer and you come to my house and I also have a pound of weed, I just got arrested for a weed-related incident. I'm not in jail for fucking having weed. I'm in jail for laundering money.
Sure.
And I'm not saying that's the case.
Yeah.
All I'm saying is we don't know. And so we sometimes look at those numbers and say, oh, he said we were going to decriminalize it. Well, it's tough. We can't even... You guys just lost your fucking right to your own body. Mm-hmm. And he couldn't do anything about that either.
Yeah, I mean, I guess. Is that really, like, he couldn't do... Like, nobody could have done anything here?
I don't think one...
In either case?
We could all have done something.
Yeah.
And I'm not trying to protect the president. I'm just saying it's very easy to scapegoat one person.
Yeah.
And trust me, I did it the 4 years with his predecessor because I fucking think he's a con man.
Sure.
But the end of the day is we didn't go out and vote at the lowest levels. We're letting people into our system that eventually matriculate their way up to the top, and we find out, oh, we've got a Supreme Court judge who is just a secret plant to make sure they can turn over their,
I know.
whatever.
Yeah.
And the sad part is, if we really want to talk politics, Republicans cut the rules and Democrats don't know how to win. So
Yeah, I
you either
agree
back
with
the
that.
pansy or the
Well,
asshole.
It's interesting, though, because the talking point right now is that Democrats are the rule breakers.
How?
Oh my god, I was just listening to a stupid radio show the
Stop
other day.
doing that.
Sorry. Movie.
Why are we talking about him?
Tyler,
Why are we giving?
how
them
are we the
attention?
ones who always get reprimanded? But you know, I'm just
we're
gonna sit back
friends.
and let it happen.
Oh.
I said I was just gonna sit back and let y'all roll, like just to prove a point. Like,
All right.
No, I think they're all.
So anyway,
suck.
no, I appreciate your input on that news story. And to be fair,
I never got that joint, by the way. He started it like a microphone. He's been over here making fun of us. I'm like, when I said, could we be smoking weed, I didn't say you smoking and laughing at the two of us.
Yeah.
My bad.
Well, I'll just tell
Content,
you.
bro.
All right.
So
It's all
you're
right. I'm
right.
glad we finally got to burn Peg Leg Pete.
Doug, you may have seen some bias in my reporting.
Okay,
Okay.
I would have had to look
I
at
guess.
your reporting.
You know, because I really do think that, like, what the fuck? It's 2022. Why is nothing happening?
Oh, no.
It's just, it's so stupid. And
It's
it just,
insane.
You got 2 more years until you're, up for re-election. This was your campaign promise, right?
Well,
But anyway.
That wasn't a campaign promise. That wasn't a campaign promise. It was his opinion on cannabis.
Oh, Lord. Yeah.
I'm just saying we can't be polarized.
Oh, I
Nuance is
can't.
where shit- yeah, but that doesn't get anything done.
Yeah.
At some point, you stop marching and you start negotiating.
I just
I can
wanted
do
to
that.
bring
I
back
know how
dual
to
pods.
Let's talk about Juul. I think their business model was brilliant. You know, the
Juul?
whole play from PAX to Juul and that whole thing. How they're marketing to kids and then they split the two companies and we're using PAX right now because they want to do the cannabis play. It was brilliant. Fucking horrible, but brilliant.
All right, I got a second news story. Can we get another, like...
I was just giving you some time to Google.
Okay. For our local story today, coming to us from Greenway Magazine,
I love Brandon.
Shouts out.
from June 22nd, 2022. Headline is, Suede moves to 4-day work week for dispensary employees. So, over the last few years, companies across the U.S. have started to move toward more employee-friendly scheduling models. With the pandemic came in a boom in remote work and telecommuting. Okay, so this goes on to just explain that we've seen a rise in competitive wages, a shortage of workers, and, going ahead
I am
and
so excited to talk to you about this.
giving a 4-day
Like,
work
I want to
week.
just come back and talk to her. Can we make it like a Les Terp show? This is fucking awesome. I didn't know this was going to be the story. I want to talk about
really?
this shit. And I
Okay.
love Jack, and I'm not going to
Okay.
say anything
Oh,
negative
snap.
specifically
Oh,
to Suede, but I think it's all fucking bullshit.
Okay.
But go ahead.
Doug came to play today. I'll fuck with this. Let's go.
I'd say it to their face.
Let's
I
go.
think
So-
this is marketing because we need to hire some budtenders.
One of Missouri's most prominent dispensary chains has taken note and is changing the way its stores operate moving forward. So later this month, Suede will move its full-time hourly staff to a 4-day work week. And essentially what's going on is they're going to up the starting wage, is what it says, from $15 to $18.75, and it's a 32-hour work week, 4 8-hour shifts. And so, like, essentially employees have one extra day where they don't have to they don't have to pay for gas to get to work, and they can have some work-life balance. They can go do whatever they want to do, right? Work another job, go to the park, chill out, okay, whatever it is. And like you
job
said,
applications.
the change is important to Suede because we always want to be viewed as a leader, not just in the cannabis space, but in the business world as well. And that's from Jack Haddix.
Shout out. I think Jack's awesome.
Cool. Yes. Okay, so yeah, I think that's pretty much, that's the story.
What's your opinion on this?
Mine?
No, I want to hear Lila's opinion.
Ooh,
I mean, I appreciate your opinion, but I'm excited about this.
Ladies first.
Absolutely.
I come from, so what I went into after weed was HR. So I totally
Which is interesting because
understand.
every time I had to go into HR, I smoked weed.
So
Circle of life. That's-
I completely understand how we got here. Like, this makes perfect sense to me. This is almost like I could have, this is exactly what is going to happen right now as a result of what's going on after the pandemic. They had an attempt to unionize. Like, this makes sense that this is the move for them.
All right. I didn't mean to turn this into my show.
Oh, no, you
Donovan,
good.
What are your thoughts on this?
Hey, man, this is everybody's show. But anyway.
People.
That's right. But I want to say first, shouts out to our former guest
Take that away from me.
and hopefully future guest as well, Bernadette. I feel like some of the things that she was really trying to encourage, I feel like a lot of that is kind of what came into play with this move. So I definitely want to let her know that, might have been a lot of things said and a lot of things, but you definitely made an impact. And I want to shout out to Suede for actually listening and following through with something that they realized could possibly be an issue. So I think both sides did something great, and I hope one day we could actually come to the table and make something really bring that back together, because clearly you both realized something and you guys both made something happen, like for real.
It is important out here to be, I mean, Missouri is not big enough to be a shitty person or a shitty employer and get away with it, in my opinion. It's just like Missouri's kind of too small for that. Like,
especially in the city itself.
Two of our largest, one of two of the largest companies in the state is known for having a horrible culture.
Sure. But people know it.
And they still work there because they know they're only going to be there a couple of years. Mm-hmm. But it's still one of the richest companies. And I'm saying that because we can say in Missouri you can't. But clearly somebody can.
You can't do it and not be known.
That's true.
It's gonna be known.
It's a perfect segue for my opinion on this.
Okay.
Which is, why don't you try it and then report on how well it's going instead of telling everybody you're going to do it?
Why do you say that?
Because when you talk about what you're going to do, it's for PR. When you talk about what you've done, it's to impact the community.
What, so like a look back? Like, hey, we've been doing this for 4 months?
I wouldn't be bragging about a 4-day work week until I knew it worked.
Well, they're doing it regardless.
Unless I needed people to know I was a good employer.
Yeah. Well, they should be doing that, though. They should be letting people know they're a good employer.
The best way to let people know you're a good employer is by letting your employees talk about it, because you're a good employer.
Right. Yep. That's how it's always going to work.
That was a press release turned into an article.
Yeah.
It sounds great. I want to see the data. Did it work?
What's your hypothesis?
I mean, I don't. My hypothesis is they're trying new things because they realize they have to change their messaging and change their approach, and I respect that. But the proof's in the pudding.
Sure. Yeah, I'm interested.
That's great.
You
plan on making pudding.
I will tell you, as an HR rep, I had so many conversations about a 4-day work week, and I never initiated them. People would come to me and talk to me about that.
A 4-day work week is bullshit. Just so is the 4-hour work week.
There you go.
You take the book and the idea and shove it up your ass. And that's another thing that COVID proved, is that if you run a results-driven organization, it doesn't matter where those people are. Now, granted, at dispensaries, you're retail-facing. But I bet you if you queried employees in general, and I'm not talking specifically about B-Lease, 4-day work week would probably not be on their top 10 list of things they'd like to change about their job.
It'd be a few people's, I bet.
More time off, you mean?
Sure, yeah.
4-day work week is a model. It's not a position.
Yeah.
And the model was built to actually engineer better results, not to give more to your people. That article read like they're going to give back. The reality is you get more out of your people if you work them 4 days because they get some rest.
Right.
Temple Grandin figured out how to get cows to a slaughterhouse.
Oh, yeah?
She didn't promote it as, hey, look, cows are going to love their life.
I don't know anything about that.
It's a business model. 4-day work week gets better results for the organization.
Totally.
So when you slant it as a look what we're doing for our people, because we can't say we're doing work from home because it's a fucking dispensary.
Yeah. But
I'm sorry, before you give me my butt, and I want you to give it to me. It's also reactive, because I didn't ask you what you thought about that situation with that person. I asked you what you thought about that article. But your response is about something that happened before this. So you're clearly picking up that was in response to or what happened. Which, again, let it die and just show by doing. And that's not a criticism of them specifically, but that just felt like press to me.
Sure, but there was also press, there was attempts to unionize. So it's like...
Failed attempts, faulty attempts, misled attempts, poorly done attempts.
Ooh.
Shit, 2 people show up for your shit? You probably shouldn't have planned better.
Oof.
But...
Sorry, did I offend somebody?
I mean, hey, you're speaking your opinion, but also...
How many people showed up for this?
I mean,
was I
don't
wrong?
know. I couldn't tell you.
I'll put it like this.
I come from the land of unions. If you're going to organize, you organize.
Okay.
But I just know that any workplace that has any level of progress on that front, they have to respond in some kind of way. You can't ignore
And
that.
I also know that if you're a small business and you're paying full federal tax rate because you can't write it off, and you just came out of a pandemic and can barely cover your nut.
Yeah.
Now, I'm not saying people are paid fairly, but what I'm saying is unions cripple companies. It was a little early. This isn't fucking McDonald's. It's this fucking Suede in the Grove.
But there
was like
that
6
are
people that worked
unionized,
there.
right?
That's not a union.
But there are.
That's a
some.
coffee table pissed off.
I guess all I can say to it is that, you know.
Sorry, was that my outside voice?
No, you good. Like it took.
I know. I'm solid. I'm not worried about it.
Yeah, it took a
I still haven't said anything that's worth retribution, but we'll see how it's responded to.
You're right. We'll find out. Hey, audience don't lie. But at the end of the day,
they do because my joints fucking suck.
Oh, that's the only way I can agree with you in this moment. You're
told
so
you,
right.
just trying to make you feel better, yo.
You're struggling with the fact that you kind of agree with me, but you don't want to agree with me, and you know I'm saying some truths right here.
What is true is that there are how many that have successfully unionized now? In the
I don't
state?
even know.
There's a couple.
I don't
there's
like
several.
unions, period. It has nothing to do with cannabis. I mean, I worked in entertainment. I had to pay a guy to do, play like Scrabble word games or whatever you call it. I don't know. I was working so that we didn't get picketed. No, I didn't have to actually hire union people. I just had to pay one dude to sit there and do fucking nothing so they didn't hold me hostage at a venue that the union did. Because if I used the union, I would have been able to pull the event off because it would have cost me twice as much to have 3 times as many people doing crossword puzzles for what I can get 4 guys paid very well to do because they didn't show up every week at the Elks Lodge and drink beer with a bunch of guys. He said, woe is me. I need to get paid for being for
here's
existing.
the thing. He's talking from a boss's perspective because he's probably never been on a worker's perspective.
I'm talking from an
You've never been on a
entrepreneur's
worker's
perspective.
I get it.
I'm talking from an entrepreneur's
Go ahead and let
perspective.
somebody from underprivileged.
However, I'm familiar with business history.
Damn,
And
see
what-
this privileged shit? He just keep on going. God damn, I was gonna give you a
Over
chance.
here,
I was gonna give you a chance, but god damn, man, shit. Won't let nobody get a shot, huh?
I'm going to privilege
God
you to
damn.
5 minutes of whatever the fuck
I
you're talking
appreciate
about.
it. God damn, it's about time. But anyway, so
I think it's about time for my union breaks.
I gotta call my lawyer.
No way, Tyler, you're working.
Gotta get my ankle bracelet turned off so I can keep doing this.
but anyway, for real though, I feel like Bernadette actually did play a part in all of this, if we're gonna be completely honest. If I'm gonna just be completely honest about things,
Why aren't we
maybe
just always being completely honest?
you're right. So
I mean, I am. I'm probably going to be in trouble for it, but let's keep going.
that's all I'm saying. Let me down the hill with you. Let's go. Fuck it. So, honestly, maybe she didn't go about it correctly with how she did it, but a lot of things that she said clearly were something of substance.
I think
because
that there was
a
a
response
she
to
had
it.
a lot of good points of things that need to be corrected, but I don't think that it was approached in a way that was conducive to correction. I thought it was approached in a way that was more conducive to reconciliation. And now what we have is a reactive cycle of toxicity where we're going to promote some bullshit about 4-day work weeks instead of taking care of our people. Because when you take care of your people, you don't talk to the press. You take care of your fucking people. And
Well,
I also know toxicity had existed before her. And I don't know her well enough to speak to this. I'm not going to speak to her specifically because my interactions with her have been incredibly pleasant. And I thought she was phenomenal at her job. When Connor was still there managing her, I would tell him all the time, I was in there the other day, she's brilliant. But what I saw in the press and what I've seen online, I don't see anybody trying to make things better on either side.
Yeah, I mean, I'll be honest. One
That's it.
opinion I have about it is
I can agree with that.
You kind of know, and so there's like half of me that gives credit, right, for trying to improve something that's not what it should be.
But
in
is
my
it
opinion.
improving or pointing out? I didn't mean to interrupt you.
But-
that's where my thing is.
But also, you have to know what the situation is. If you're signing up for it, right, like there is a certain level of this is what's on the table. You know what I mean? But here we are, however many months later, and they're at least seeming like they're making some kind of changes.
Yeah, and I don't want to poo-poo on the effort. It really says something. And I don't know what's been done there internally. And I don't know her story or their story. I mean, and an old boss always said there's 3 versions of it, the story,
Right.
yours, theirs, and the truth.
That's right.
But what I can speak to is what I saw, which wasn't beneficial to the industry. None of that, as far as outsiders are concerned, looked good. Now, this looks good, but to whom? Because immediately we're talking about it.
Right.
And we're not talking about it like, good for them. Yay. We're like, I don't know if I believe it, or is this why they're doing it? And we're immediately talking about stuff they probably don't want us talking about. So if it was a PR move, fail. If it's not, I hope Jack succeeds because I think he's a God-honest good guy. But I don't know what the intent is behind it. You know what I mean?
But if I'm somebody who wants to be a bud tender, and I'm selecting which company I want to work for, you know, if there's one that brings me on at 15 and one that brings me on at 18.75, guess where I'll probably apply.
Yeah, and if that company's culture is toxic, you'll go to the 15 one,
Right.
figure it out after you realize, I don't care what $3 an hour is, I don't want to work here. And I'm not saying any of them are like that, but investing in your people and your culture starts with investing in your people, and you pay them what they're worth. But you can't bribe people into being happy.
No.
And it starts with a good culture. And there are brands out there paying a median range. They're good people. And I'm not saying anybody in this narrative or this storyline isn't, but culture dictates everything. Not profit,
Yep.
nothing else. Culture dictates everything, and it gets all the way down to the joint, which I did that so we can light that one too. 'Cause I love smoking weed.
That's a fact.
But the reality is you can taste it in the product. You know a good company when you smoke their shit. You know a good company when you eat their shit because you're not getting something that's just trying to be sold to you or buying it from a company that's just trying to be sold.
I mean, like I said, I do want to give a shout out to Sway because I do appreciate the effort, and shout out to Jack because there is an effort being made.
And seriously, Jack's awesome.
Yeah.
Since Weed's killing it lately. And I like the Sway dispensaries. And I'm not going to speak to the issue. I'm just saying, as far as that article is concerned, I just wish they would have waited to tell us until they could tell us how it went. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah,
I wish them the best with it. I hope it works. And I hope they hire people and those people are happy. I really do. But it feels like an announcement of something I'm not even sure is going to work.
Yes.
fair
Remains
enough.
to be seen.
Like I said, you know, hey, they're both former guests, and we hope for both of them to be future guests. We'd love to have y'all both back on.
Have me on with them. This will be fun.
Perfect mediator.
They probably wouldn't like it, but fuck it.
Hey man, yeah, you might have to be an extra co-host that day.
Shit, I was rocking the suede Pride shirt from last year. Still one of the most bomb-ass fucking brand shirts during Pride.
Yeah,
Kills. Love it.
I like it.
I
See,
should have worn it today.
we're a good team. I'll help you clean it up a little bit afterwards. See, you know, you make a mess, I'll help you clean it up. Yeah,
Yeah.
come on.
All right,
So,
Doug.
I'll make a new one. Yeah.
You have a choice here. You
Oh,
can
shit.
tell us about.
You don't, though, after what just happened.
What do you
I'm so
mean?
sorry.
What I do?
Roe v. Wade.
Oh.
But yes,
Okay.
I still do.
Yeah, I thought we weren't being being political today. Wow.
We're not. We're
Wow.
being human beings, and that's fucked up.
Hey,
Anyway,
you're
go
not
on.
going to get me to cry on air, okay? I'm not doing it. It's not
I know, it's all
happening.
good.
If there's anybody out there who thinks I should be crying on
I'm not
air,
like, okay, so let's talk
I was
about
going to do it
child.
like a Justin Timberlake. We got to do a Cry Me a River drop for,
damn it,
for my
okay.
dog right now. God damn.
Okay, you have a choice. So you can tell us the 3 people that you would love to smoke with, dead or alive, or your 3 people in your nightmare rotation, dead or alive.
Nightmare rotation is I have to smoke with them.
Yeah, and you don't want to.
Ooh, you know what? As much as I would love to tell you, like, the people I would love to get high with, I'm really into, like, the people I would hate getting high with the most.
I figured.
You knew what it was when you signed up.
That's way better because everybody's like, you know, fucking Jesus or whatever. And so,
haven't had that
so
one.
my first answer is Jesus. I would hate to fucking get high with Jesus for
Right.
eternity.
Now you got to explain.
Because you just want to fuck around and do hood rat stuff when you're fucking getting high. And everything's going to be a parable. Everything's going to be a fucking example of how I could be better. Everything's gonna be. I can't ask him a question without getting a question back.
I'm back on
Be
your
like,
team, yeah.
Jesus, do you want to get pizza? What is pizza, my son? Is pizza the loaves? Is pizza the taste? This is my body. No, it's a fucking pizza. Like Jesus would be a fucking buzzkill.
See, I feel like
total fucking buzzkill.
Wow.
Now I'd like to thank him for everything he did to fuck up, like white people running the earth for like the rest of the time. But his intent was great. Totally intent. If it was an idea, you won.
I ain't gonna lie. I feel like
As far as influencing people moving forward, big fail,
vendetta.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Big fail, Jesus. You could have left some better notes. You could have been like, I know he's going to kill me. I could have left better instructions.
Wow.
Just saying. So, yeah, Jesus off the list.
Okay, who else?
We just know you couldn't beat Jesus. I feel like that's why you hating so much.
I just
You
want to get
couldn't
high with
beat
him.
Jesus.
No, I feel like
I feel like there's
A
a
for
jealous.
effort.
Nah, I feel
A
like
for
there's
fucking
jealous.
effort.
Yeah, I feel
Like
like, nah.
He carried the
Like
group
your
project.
freestyle.
That's what I'm saying. I
Like,
feel like you be
seriously.
Max. He be the hottest dude in the room, and you like, fuck that. Nah.
Jesus carried
to
the
do with the
whole
guitar
That's what I'm saying.
group
I
project.
can hang with him across longer. Fuck that. I can do that. Hey, shit.
No. No, I think it was more like, anybody gonna do this? And he's like, fine, I'll do it. Dad's paying for mine. You guys are gonna have student debt.
Oh my
I'm
god.
clear in 3 days.
Yeah, that's kind of how. Yeah. All right,
I'd
who
like to
else?
say
Who
I'm
else? Who else?
clearing your shit, but it's gonna be fucked as soon as I'm gone. Anyway,
I fuck with you.
so
Heavy,
Jesus is off the list.
Okay.
God damn, y'all harsh over there.
Number 2, people I would hate to get high with. Andrew Dice Clay.
Wait, who is that?
That's the
The
dude with
Dice
the
Man?
Kim.
You
He's
would
like,
hate him.
hey,
Yeah.
like,
Yeah, he's
Really?
like, oh, little
Yeah.
boy blue. He needed the
Comedian?
money.
Comedian?
Yeah.
from your favorite show.
Actually, as far as
From your favorite show.
What show?
Entourage.
oh,
No.
no, is he in that?
She knows what I'm talking about.
I don't.
He was in
like
that
it.
Pam and Tommy thing. And it was really
So,
actually phenomenal.
so are we gonna be real? You gonna tell them?
No.
Damn.
I can't be that. I can't do it.
Please do.
Oh.
I'm doing it if you don't.
Okay.
Let's go.
You'll have to tell me if we edit it out.
No, we're not editing it out either. Nope.
They can make
So
it
we
the
kinda-
He knew what it was
We
when he
kind
signed
of,
up.
like touched a little bit on like we were in at least I thought we were in a little bit of a fight.
You and me?
Yeah, right?
We are not editing this
Not
out.
anymore. We're friends now.
No. We're not editing this out, but we're digging in. Whoa. No, this is good content. What the fuck are you talking about?
Yeah, you want me to tell you?
What part of what the fuck are you talking about wasn't clear?
Okay.
She had to this part in. We had to do all this. Go
Okay.
ahead.
Were you processing this for a while?
Yeah.
Have you been carrying this? Do you
Yeah.
feel better right now?
Maybe.
Yeah,
We'll see.
you should.
We'll see. Okay.
Let it flow,
I
friend.
don't.
I'm good.
Don't be so sure. So, okay, we meet. Listen,
Love this show.
I'm coming into a situation. Okay, I don't know how else to explain this to you.
I still
except
don't
for-
know what the fuck
and
you're
to
talking
be fair,
about.
To be fair, I'm going to start with this. Doug is sitting to my right, smoking his third joint, and he made us light it. Okay, so I'm just going to say that first off.
I said we got to
But-
roll some more shit.
But I walk
Keep
into
it
an
going.
event,
There's some right here.
an industry event that there's nobody smoking, right?
Right.
And this is the first one I've been to, and you're the first person I meet, Doug.
Really?
Yes. Okay.
I'm tracking. Keep going.
Okay.
I don't remember, but I'm tracking. Keep going.
So you're the first person I meet at the door, right?
All right.
Okay. First off, I had properly registered. My name isn't on the fucking list.
Oh.
Okay.
Okay.
I have properly registered. I have my verification, but you don't have your verification over there on that side.
I believe in and believe you.
So we
I
start
believe
like
in
that.
you and I believe you.
Okay.
Keep going. I
So we
believe
start
you
like
properly
that.
registered.
And you're like, you're cool. You're like, I believe that, you properly registered.
all right, so
Come on in.
clearly
here's
I'm
your shit.
consistent. I've said the same
You're good.
thing twice. All right, keep going.
And then I talked to you outside. So I'm coming into an industry event, and again, there's no smoke in the air. It's just something that's a little unfamiliar for me. Like,
This is like an M. Night Shyamalan thing because I
What do
thought
you
this was
mean?
going to be about your registration.
what do you mean?
You brought up the whole I registered correctly,
I did.
but that had nothing to do with what was wrong with us, right?
Well, this is point one of a several points that I'm going to go
Holy
into.
shit, we got like a 3-point plan to
I
this.
told you, bro. You gear up, buddy. Take a seat.
Was
Hey,
I like on fucking like lewds
You'd
or
have
something?
to tell me. You'd
buckle
have to
up,
tell
bro.
me.
Let her
All
go.
No, I love this because I actually talk about this all the time. It's like sometimes you just go through the universe and you have no idea, like, what somebody else's response or impact on something that happened was, and you're oblivious to the fact, like, it's
so
like,
this is my first.
What
this
did
is
I
my
do?
first event, right?
Right.
So you're the first one I meet. This is my
I
first
hope I was
interaction.
gentle.
I'm not.
Clearly I
I
wasn't.
properly
Keep
registered.
going.
I'm not fucking registered. I'm like, oh, okay.
Go ahead.
He's cool though. He gives me my information. You're nice enough. I'm not
Nice enough at
Yes,
this
you
point.
were. So then.
all right, good. I'm
we
still
get
waiting.
in,
What I do?
And.
For the audience, so far I've been a nice guy. Damn. I wasn't like, what the fuck,
Look,
bitch? Where's
but
your
hey,
shit? I
Hold
was
on,
like
hold
a
on.
nice
Let
guy.
her finish.
If
I know,
anybody
but I'm
can
still
put
with it.
themselves in my shoes, that this is already a bit of an out of my comfort zone event.
I would feel that way too.
Okay. So,
I hate shit like that.
okay. And then, so basically, the grow shop. So there is.
And I'm sorry if I put you in a place. Like, now
You're
I
good,
feel
you're
bad
good.
because I'm like, I get anxiety going to events. No, seriously. I ran a nightclub for like 8 years because I
Yeah.
was terrified to go into one.
Yeah.
And so I'm with you. This is
Yeah.
a tough situation.
So
I'm gonna
anybody
make the
else
fucking
there
time.
out there who has ever, lately in the last 8 years owned a grow supply business, your competition has now also become online, right? So that's
Was this St. Louis?
yeah.
Oh, so this is Ballpark Village. Yeah, I remember talking to you outside.
Okay.
Sorry,
Oh, you can hold on to
it's
that,
like
yeah.
Memento and regarding Henry. Like,
So-
I have like half a tattoo from that date that I
Okay.
have to look at and be like, what happened? But keep going, please.
So okay, so a sector of our competition, and it's not account for all, but we do have to consider and get in front of our online competition.
Sure, I'm with you.
So
I still don't know what's going on, but I'm with you. I'm sorry.
okay. So that's all I was explaining to you. But as you've kind of told us, so your the name of your organization was what? Advocate and now Cannvocate.
It's still both, D Advocate and Associates.
So this is what he does, right?
So
this
D
is his
Advocate stands for
thing.
Devil's Advocate.
Right. So this is his thing. So it's not personal
Oh, I know.
to me.
Now I know what I did.
Okay.
You don't even have to tell me what I did because I've done this before. I broke down your business model without fucking at least staying long enough to be like, here's the things that I think that could correct it and give you a compliment. And I just went into something
Yeah.
and then probably got pulled away.
Well, and here's the
And
thing.
you're not the first person I've done that to, and I'm sorry.
It's
and it's like
okay.
I spanked and I didn't rub.
It's okay.
And I apologize.
But here's the thing, and I realized my sensitivities going into it because honestly, that was my worst fucking nightmare scenario.
Well,
of
I
what
don't
could
even
have
still
happened
know
to
what
me that
happened,
night.
but I know what I could
for
have
real.
done in that
if
moment.
If I go to an industry event and then somebody who I've never met who look, I don't know what your length of history is in this thing, but then tell me about my business, and I'm like, ooh, wait, whoa, because my sensitivity and my ego will be like, I'm actually the expert in this situation, right? So that's how I was feeling towards you.
Yeah, no,
I was
totally.
like, are you sitting here telling me about
No, I was
my
totally
business when
being
I've
a
been doing
dick.
this shit
I'm
since
so
I
sorry.
was 18 years old?
No, what I was doing was what I think I'm good at, which is business consulting, and I was trying to be like the guy that's like, hey,
Yeah.
when I show up at your shop and you're like, you should use pumice.
Yeah.
Like, I'm the guy that's like, have you tried that thing? Have you
Sure.
tried this model?
No, and
but
I get you
But here's
now.
the thing is like,
And I get you now.
but
and
it
like
was
I
wrong
said,
for me to come in like that. I came in like a wreck. I was wrong. And I apologize. That was like some mansplaining bullshit. So, and you know what? I want to thank you for being honest.
Okay.
With me.
Well, I'll always.
And that
be
was
honest.
wrong. I should have been a little bit more sensitive to the situation.
You didn't
and
know
I
my
wasn't
situation.
Even, I didn't. But I should have been sensitive to the fact that I
Yeah.
didn't know your situation.
Sure. Yeah.
And that was the problem.
Yeah.
And I didn't even ask if I could critique, and that's even worse. And you know what I've learned
You
too?
kind of disclaimed
I did.
a little bit.
Oh, good. At least I was a little conscious of my fucking failures in life.
A little bit.
But either way, if I did, it's like when your mom and your kid, and you're like, the reason he pulls your hair in kindergarten is because he likes you.
Yeah. Okay.
I was like, I don't do that with people I'm not actually interested in talking to. Like,
Sure.
if somebody comes up to me and like, I'm going to be the CEO of my company at one, and blah, 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 I'm like, good luck to you.
Yeah.
But if somebody comes up to me and they're like interesting and they got something going on, then I fucking lose my EQ. And I immediately go into let's dive into your shit. And
Yeah.
I'm like, that's insensitive.
So, but it was a combination of both of our experiences, and just it wasn't.
Two people that were anxious being in the room.
Sure.
And
It's
this
just
one was like, let me talk to you about your business model so I don't have to talk to anybody else.
Yeah.
And you're like, Jesus fucking Christ, dude, do you know how hard it was for me to get in here?
Yeah, sure.
So sorry.
No,
it's
it's
like
all
they put
good.
the inmates in the same room in the asylum. I fucked up. I was a bad roommate.
Hey, I'm not saying you. I'm taking some accountability for my side too.
there's a certain like self-fulfilling prophecy. You know what I mean? Like you go into a situation kind of expecting the worst. You might just fucking attract that situation in that moment. Not to say you're the worst. I like you now.
No, I'm the worst. You guys
But,
need
you know what I
new
mean?
sound bites though. Seriously, you're overplaying these.
Hey, you're
like the conga player at like a Dave Matthews concert. It's like
Yeah.
you can cut that guy now.
Hey, maybe you like Muhammad right now. Maybe you're on the rope with dope, but it's all right. I got you against the ropes. That's all.
But
I think
hey,
it was Cassius when he did that. No,
I-
he was Muhammad. You're right. That
I
was
could have done better
Joe
in the
Frazier.
situation.
I ain't that
too,
young,
Doug.
buddy. No, a little bit.
Joe Frazier, or was that no, it was what's his name that has the grills? Foreman. You remember Foreman? Anyway.
I was thinking
sorry.
a different kind of grill. I was like trying to
Like,
picture
you're
a
like- you're
fighter
like-
that has a grill in
You're
his
thinking
mouth.
like Paul Wall?
Yes.
We need a crickets like that.
I think Paul Wall's still making fucking grills.
I didn't know what he was talking about.
No, but serious, dead serious. Thank you.
Oh, all good.
Next time, could you say that to me like a year ago?
Oh man.
Like, cause this is what I carry.
Yeah.
It's like I walk around every day like I probably pissed off everybody tonight, and I won't hear about it for like
Look,
6
if we had been
years.
in contact, I would have told you. You can vouch. It's not like we've been seeing each other all the time for this
I
year.
love that you saved it for the show.
Yeah.
Because I'm a content producer and I am a salesman at heart, as Donovan's pointed out every time that it comes up.
But
I love that you saved it for the show. But in dead seriousness, it's I'm just trying to improve every day, right?
Yeah.
And I had the best intent, but that's the road to hell.
Yeah.
And maybe if we cycle back to that news story we just talked about, road to hell is paved in good intentions.
Sure.
And that's what we're dealing with. A bunch of people that want things to change for the better and have no fucking idea how to communicate about it. And that's on me, because seriously, that was not the environment to have that conversation. If I was really interested enough to have that conversation, I would have stopped by your shop and asked more questions.
Sure.
But I was just trying to do it in the moment and look like a rock star. And instead I looked like a dickhead. So,
Well,
I own
look.
that, sorry.
And hey, and if we had been, in more contact, I would have told you separately, but we haven't.
Yeah,
It's
but
not like
hell,
we're-
I mean, why would you want to be in more contact after just break apart your business plan and from people you didn't even want to be talking to in the first place?
Hey, real
I'd be like,
shit though.
Block that guy on fucking everything.
If we did anything,
If we had been in more contact, like if we were in prison together, I mean,
if we
I
did
hope
one
I don't
thing for
see
you
that
today,
douche ever again. And Donovan's like, he's gonna be on the show, and you're like,
pretty good at being a therapist. aren't
motherfucker!
you? Yeah, you should run this to your therapist. Like
No,
we might have hit a breaking
Oh,
point.
no,
Honestly, we just
seriously.
helped her out.
I need shit for her.
Trust
because
me.
she keeps trying to let me go, and I'm like, I got more to do. Do
Tell her to listen to this episode. We just helped her out.
bring it.
Trust me,
you want her number?
I do. Trust me. Tell
And
her.
again, I give you credit.
Tell her
for
run me.
having
Yeah,
a
tell her to run us the
therapist.
bill. We got this.
No.
Tell her we got
I
this
think
over
everybody
here.
should have a therapist.
Yeah, no.
Seriously, no. Don't say that. My
Round of-
insurance will fucking hear you and be like, sure, he can cover it.
We
Round
most
of
definitely
applause
need
for that.
therapists.
Yeah.
100%.
Look, if you go to see a medical doctor and you don't go see a therapist, then you're just fucking wasting your time on the fucking body when the brain's handling all your shit.
Yeah, I agree with that. Yeah.
Plus, what are you gonna do at some point? You just got gonorrhea.
Oh no, I don't.
That was outside voice again. Right?
Ain't you? How old are you?
46.
That's a kid's disease, bro. Grow up.
What, gonorrhea?
Yeah.
Whoa.
It's a kid's disease?
Yeah. You too grown for that shit, bro.
God.
Like in small children? How?
I'm talking about, like-
gonorrhea. Whoa, what the fuck's going on?
He
with
almost
gonorrhea
caught.
in
He
children?
almost caught me up. You know what I'm talking about? Teenagers, like young adults.
I don't.
Nights out at the Grove.
Exactly. He gets it. Yeah.
I'm not even allowed to be
We've all done
600 yards, but I do live in the Grove, so that's legal.
There you go. How was the scene down there for Pride?
Points were
It
proven.
was
today.
good, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Sunday night got a little weird, but for us it got weird in the right ways. But the street, cops showed up at the end of the night. Mm-hmm. We actually had our event at a Pride leather bondage show. So when I said weird, it was right for us because that's what the client was expecting. But I think the strip was a little hectic on Sunday. But we did our events intentionally in the Grove because we just thought Pride was a little overdone.
Okay.
And we did 6-7 events for our clients within the community rather than celebrating the community outside.
Those
of
two
the
don't
community.
go hand in hand. Pride's overdone, but you do it in the gay capital of St. Louis.
No, I'm saying the Pride proper event that happens downtown that sponsored. You go to Ballpark Village. It's like it's Disney World. We went to the hood and said we're going to go to the venues that actually have the community going to them, because a lot of the community doesn't go to Pride. It's allies and people going to a parade or whatever, you know. And we said, why don't we do it in the venues? And we went with different demos. We did a lesbian entertainment night. We did a leather night. We did all these different events that were tied around the community and tied with the drag shows, and embedded ourselves rather than throwing money at something that looks like a parade. I think the community appreciates it more. And then we tied it to Luxury Leaf because they're in the neighborhood. Black woman-owned business. And sent business her way from it.
Cool.
Feel pretty good about it.
Suede and Luxury Leaf are like both right there. Is there anyone else down there?
To my knowledge, in the strip, no. Luxury Leaf's on the end. Suede's right there at the start. Yeah.
So this is like, what is this called?
Which one is it?
The one you have. The classic raw cone.
I know, but it's like it's got levels to it.
5 stage.
I can't remember which stage this is.
What stage are we right now?
We're at the climax right now. I feel like right at the climax.
Jesus.
We're good.
How you feeling so far? What you think of this production? Yeah, what you think of this?
Feeling the same way I felt when I walked in here.
Okay,
It's fucking
okay.
awesome. I told you guys, I'm down to do whatever.
You know
I'm
what?
always down to get down.
Yeah.
And I joke, I don't have feelings, I can't be here. But no, I'm just trying to be as, open and as vulnerable as I can at this point in my life.
I appreciate
and
it.
I mean, the therapy thing is for real. You know, like, I realize that, like, the only way to, like, really enjoy yourself is just be fucking present and own whatever it is you've done and try to be better. But I so appreciate you for sharing, because it's like, I had no idea I even did that. And it was dumb. And I've already, like, corrected myself on that so many times.
To
Like,
be
I
fair,
don't throw out advice without being asked anymore.
That's
'Cause
why
it backfires.
I told you when we opened that
You knew what it was when you sang dude.
Like, I'm still learning about ways it's backfired, you know? Like, I thought I corrected that shit. It's like, oh, shit, now my past is coming to haunt me. Oh, you thought you were the fucking consultant of the year, asshole.
Ever since that interaction, now I've been around you like 3 or 4 times.
And slightly before that interaction, because I was kind of nice for a minute.
Yeah, right.
I was
So
a
I'm
dick.
not trying to paint it like, but
I'm a nice
was
guy. I'm just aggro as fuck. I get it.
You're driven, not
And-
aggro.
Thank you, driven.
and
Yeah.
I can
need like an
relate, like,
affliction
look,
shirt.
not everybody's gonna.
What's up, bro? I'm
love
just
you.
driven.
Yeah, not everybody's gonna love you. Not everybody has to like you. That's totally fine. If everybody likes you in this world, that's probably not great.
I mean, for me, it's not even about you loving me or
Yeah.
you appreciating me.
Yeah.
It's about me feeling ownership of the fact that I pushed some negativity towards you that wasn't intentional.
Yeah.
I can't control how you feel.
Right.
But I can certainly own whatever was received from what I put out there.
Sure.
And the reality is, I'm aware of that issue.
Yeah.
Like, it's not like I'm like, oh my God, I did what?
And
I'm
you
like,
really
I
didn't
called it out
know.
before you even told me. I'm like,
You-
I know what I did.
Yeah.
I don't remember it, but I know what I did.
You
because
really
I used
didn't
to do that.
know that like that's my first event, and I'm already like, oh God, do I even go? And then I go.
But I'm dead serious. Like,
Yeah.
I do that every event I still go to, and everybody's like, oh my God, he's the most outgoing, extroverted guy.
Yeah,
But,
yeah,
like,
yeah.
It's because I have a job. If I
Yeah.
don't have a job at an event, if somebody's like, I need you to go, like, rub elbows at this thing, I'm, like, in the parking lot chugging beers like it's high school. Like, oh, fuck. You know, like, because it's
Yeah.
like, I hate small talk. I hate bullshit.
Yeah.
And I just don't like rubbing elbows. I'd rather get deep.
Yeah.
And it's like, there's two people trying to, like, figure out their way to navigate some small talk.
Right.
And you were holding back, and I was like, let me go full bore and see how this fucking shit goes. Yep.
It's all good.
My bad. No.
No.
Seriously? No. Nope, we're good. No. Should I leave the wine? No, you should take it. No. Oh, no, it's all right. We weren't going to drink it anyway. So, Christmas cards?
No, I appreciate it.
We're not going to read them.
I do appreciate it, and like since then, I have to say, like we had a good, what I consider a good conversation a few times back, and ever since then,
Yeah,
you know,
I mean, secretly
felt-
you were hiding how you truly felt and lying to me the whole time.
No, I was being honest.
I was gonna say, I feel like she wasn't bullshitting you this
Mostly
whole
actually
time, bro.
listen. No, I'm joking. Seriously, I always said, like, I actually think I've made the joke, like, I feel like we're in the middle of a fight that I'm not aware of.
Oh, yeah.
Because you'd even, I think I saw you to me, you're like, yeah, I'll see you on the show. I'm actually not as bad as it seems. And I'm like, I didn't know you were bad. What are you talking about? Like, I'm like, what are you talking about? Are you bad? And you're like, yeah, you know. Like, and I'm like, no, I have no fucking idea what you're talking about.
Oh my gosh.
And
well,
so I'm like, oh shit, like we're in some fucking
we have a
turf war
fight. Yeah,
shit.
we're having a fight. But we're not now. I mean, it's all good.
I wish I didn't bring the switchblade. That's all. You never know.
No, we're good. Honestly, I really
Jets
do
are ready to fight
appreciate.
at
I mean,
any
just the
time.
fact
Come
that
on
you
now,
can
you're a
sit
good
here
guy. Stop
because
it.
I'll tell you right
I'm
now.
an anti-hero.
There's
You're a
a
nice
lot of
guy.
people that wouldn't sit here. They'd be like, "Oh, I didn't know." Whatever. You know what I mean? So I
Oh,
you're
no.
good. You're talking about it. I appreciate it. It's all good. Like,
Well, that would be.
You're a nice guy.
First of all, that would
And
be
I
horrible
s-
to the audience. I mean, I'm going to sit here and just own it. But the
Yeah.
reality is like, why? Because then I'd have to carry that shit out in the elevator.
I know.
Like, I get
And
to leave it right here, you know?
that's how I feel, and that's why I talk about stuff with people.
Yeah, let's just fucking put it out. That's why I said next time, just be like, dude, you're a total dick.
It's like next time,
Like,
please don't
no,
do this.
I'll do
on the
something to piss
podcast.
you off. I've been putting this out
Well,
to the
yeah, no,
world.
for real.
I'll do something to
Yeah.
piss all you off.
For sure.
Just let me know. I'll correct it.
Right.
But
No, I
it's-
can relate to that.
It's the world.
Yeah.
That's. I think if everybody had a little bit more of an attitude of like, I don't know everything. I don't know shit.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to figure it out like everybody else.
Mm-hmm.
But if we are all, honest about our intent and not being a bunch of bitch babies,
Yeah.
and I'm not saying that's you. I'm just saying like
Mm-hmm.
you wouldn't even know, but my demeanor, people are like, oh, he's a total dick. Like I've had so many.
So
people
that's how
pull
we
that.
got here, Donovan.
Thank
Thanks.
you. We were supposed to get to a whole comparison, and y'all just
All right.
drug
Happy
this
to-
all this shit out.
happy
God
to have
damn.
brought it
Okay.
back.
Okay.
That's why I
okay.
said I like these sessions now.
So
Pretty good at what I do.
I do know the show Entourage. Do you?
I do.
Okay.
Thank you. Go ahead.
So you know all the characters.
I've watched at least the first season.
Okay. So if you were to say like the character that you were most closely like represented
You
by.
would say Johnny Drama.
No.
I thought we just resolved a bunch of stuff.
Wow. No, we might. This is
maybe
self-deprecating
originally,
now.
yeah.
I don't know. How do you feel about yourself? Damn.
Wait.
No, I wouldn't say
Deep.
Johnny
I'm
Drama, but
forgetting.
maybe your perception of me before you might have got Johnny Drama. I was just saying. I don't know. I don't know which character I would be.
Ari Gold.
Oh, no. Everybody I used to be a talent agent,
Right.
so they used to all call me Ari. And everybody,
Okay.
So which is funny because I watched first season late, and I kind of watched it because people be like, "Yo, hug it out," and I'd be like, "What the fuck are you talking about?" Like, hug it out, it's you, and I'm like, I don't know what you're talking about. And they're like, Ari, and I'm like, all right, now I got to watch this. And I had a friend named Ari that was an agent as well. But yes, I'm working even better. But I'm very Ari Gold. When I get a massage, I don't get on the phone. I think that is fucking obnoxious. And
So,
you know what I am? I'm Ari Gold if Ari Gold hadn't made all the life mistakes Ari Gold has made. Because I do have an Ari Gold personality, but I'm a straight and narrow kind of guy. I'm not about the money thing. But yeah, I've got an Ari Gold personality. But I was born and raised on Long Island. It's kind of like,
Yeah, part of it.
Part of the deal. It's in my DNA. I have people where I'm like, they'll be like, "Why are you yelling?" I'm like, "I didn't even know my voice went up. I thought I was just excited we were going to do something. I'm like,
okay.
I feel scolded."
I didn't mean to scold you. I really
No,
didn't.
I mean
It's all
people
good, but
feel
I
that
do
for
want
me.
you to know because honestly, I'm actually not that sensitive of a person. So if something like this does happen, I do pay attention because I'm 35 years old now. I've lived enough life to know that if I'm still left
Jesus would have been dead a year from now.
thinking on something, right,
that
that
fucker
it,
can't
it
get out of
was
me.
worth, I just trust my gut at this point. I don't trip on this stupid stuff, which is why we're good now. I'm so happy to spend
I'm
this
so
time
glad
with
we
you.
connected. I am so glad we connected. But for the last 30 seconds, I'm like, when's she gonna hit that shit and pass? Thank
There
you.
you go.
All right. So
Oh, don't worry. You definitely gonna hit that
Bam,
shit. 'Cause
bam.
that's the peace pipe right there.
you need to fucking have a long ass pusher though, because this thing's gonna get limp as a fucking sailor's
You just
dick
gotta-
and fucking leave.
Yeah.
You just gotta
I tried, but
roll it down.
I'm gonna smoke this like the Statue of Liberty. Bring me your pour.
Anything else we need to cover? Did we miss
I mean, have I pissed anybody else off in the room and not known about it?
Oh,
Oh yeah, we didn't even get to the third person, did we?
who?
For the nightmare soak or smoke.
Oh,
Who's your
why did
second?
second was
Yeah, first was Jesus. Second was Dice Clay.
Andrew Dice Clay. Only because he'd start to annoy me after I started getting high because it'd just be like, I know
there
where
might be
you're
a
going
difference
with this.
between Andrew Silverstein and Dice Man.
I don't know.
What does that mean?
That's his.
The actual.
Yeah,
guy.
the actual guy. He's just
So he had like a character.
Yeah, no, he's
Oh,
like
he's
a really.
brilliant
Yeah.
comedian. And yeah, I think this is more for the show because you're right. I actually think his delivery,
Talking to the
his
mic.
timing, his cadence.
Smooth, yeah.
There you go.
No, I'm down. What's up? I like the long, smooth finish of a giant ass rock home. Tune in at 9 for the corduroy.
Who's your third nightmare?
All right, yeah. Fuck the clay situation. It was probably a bad example. Third and worst person to get high with in eternity. My mom.
Oh, rough. Okay, fair enough.
Yeah. She the whole time would tell me how much she didn't like it.
Yeah, have you actually know from experience, or you just think?
No. My mother is one of those classic. I tried it once at a party.
Yeah.
I had several drinks and I couldn't get the room to stop spinning, and no, it's not for me. And then, like maybe 7-8 years ago, she's like, "No, I'm okay with it. I don't like that you do it, but I might." But and then she went straight back to the no, I couldn't, which is cool. I don't want my parents to get high.
Yeah.
I'm not like one of those people who's like, my parents have to fucking get high. No, I'm cool with them being square.
Yeah.
Totally cool. I'm actually really cool with it now because, when I was a kid, I remember my dad. It was funny. I was thinking about this the other day. My dad wrote me a letter when I was in college. It was like one of those afraid your whole life's gone up in smoke kind of themes. I was deep into the activism game back then, and whatever. I was smoking a lot of weed. It was probably too much at that point either way. But I was thinking about it today because it's kind of funny because I'll have a conversation with him about my business, and I'll talk about the cannabis part of my business, and I don't say it with any inhibition or kind of weirdness, and he's accepting of that. And when I go visit, my mother's like, I see you out on the dock smoking your stuff. I'm like, do you want me to do it in the house? No, it's fine. And it is what it is.
Yeah.
I'm not here to convert everybody to the ways of our fucking cannabis. I just want everybody to be able to do what they want to fucking do. And it's interesting because, we talk about it. I go out and I find venues or locations or events to get cannabis activated. I have to go in there and be a liaison. I shouldn't say I. My team. I'm a small part of it, but we have to go in there and do that. And a lot of these people have very different, very conservative or cloistered views.
And now that you talk about that, actually, shout out your team, yo. We was actually hanging out with them the other night. You got a dope group of people.
No, they're
honestly.
the best.
I got a couple more
people.
questions to ask you before we go too. If
Yeah,
you got time.
no, I'm here. I don't give a
Okay,
fuck.
yeah, because I got actually do got
I
a
don't have
couple
kids
questions.
at home. It's cool.
All right, like I said, even however you might feel about this whole episode, I actually do fuck with you, honestly.
Why are we talking about it like this was that we're gonna get the
What, is
devil
this-
on the show?
does this
like
not
I didn't
happen?
get the advance. You guys are like, we're gonna have the boogeyman on. It's like you thought you were gonna hate him, but we're kind of feeling him right now. I didn't even know. I thought we were just gonna talk about weed and shit.
Doug, does this not happen to you sometimes?
It happens to me every fucking day.
Okay.
So then you knew what it was when you signed
I'm
up.
always shocked by no. We've talked and we know each other, and it's not it's like everybody's got positions. I'm not. I'm in no way am I hiding mine, but I try not to speak for anybody at any time either.
Yeah.
But when I say I want to do hood rat stuff with my friends as a mentality, and it's kind of a mantra in our office, is cool people are cool people, and you can do cool shit with cool people. It's just I try to look at the perspective of everything. I want to look at it and be like, I try to understand how everybody's position.
Yeah.
And sometimes I'm just like, all right, I tried to understand how their position is stupid, so I'm not buying into that shit.
Right.
But I get that guy and that guy. It's like that scene from Half Baked. You're cool. All right. Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you. You're cool. And I'm out. It's like I will give everything consideration, but I'll also give it my opinion.
Yeah.
And then I'll test it. And if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. But I just, as the great philosopher Mr. T used to say, I don't have time for the jibba jabba.
All right, so before you go.
I'm not going nowhere.
No, I'm talking about before you start going on the tangent.
Oh, shit. That was like an hour ago, yo. But, all right, go ahead.
So, I do actually like your work environment, and if anything, I kind
Stop
of
saying
want.
actually, Jesus Christ.
My fault.
No, I'm fucking with you. Keep going.
No, you're right. You're right.
Guys, we actually think his work environment's non-toxic.
I'm trying to help you out.
We thought he was
Great
going to be
sport.
stabbing minorities, and we expected like a whole tax fraud system in the back. When we got there, we were like, we didn't know if people were real.
No, I'm gonna keep it real with you. I didn't know how to feel about your ass. Keep
No,
it
it's
real.
all good.
Like,
Let's be real.
I'm gonna keep it all the way on top. Then you want to throw it like that? Shit,
Like,
I really didn't.
So hit it. So be honest with me. Hit
All
it.
right.
So what you think was gonna happen? What you think you were gonna see when you brought to my place?
Honestly, like
Seriously, this is the best episode ever, and I've never listened to one of your episodes.
I know we can tell.
No.
Trust
for,
me, we can
for
tell.
real. No. I thought about it. I was like, do I start listening or do I go in this raw and then listen after and be like, oh shit?
That's how I prefer.
And I was like, yeah, I want to do the shit. But let's have a good time. This will
right.
get some fucking ratings. And you know what? I haven't said anything I wouldn't say in public and I wouldn't say to anybody's face. So
that's what I'm saying. We
let's
both
roll with
keeping it real.
Yeah. So tell me, what were you expecting? What you were pleasantly or not pleasantly surprised with? And I don't, because I have no idea what the data set of this fucking reaction was. But I'm waiting to hear it. Go
All
ahead.
right, I got you. So when I first came, of course, we got a mutual friend, Tammy P. So she was one who introduced
Shout
me at the
out,
door.
that woman is a beast.
Most
I love
definitely.
her.
She's amazing.
I was gonna pour her out, but she's not a homie that did.
Hey.
What is
We
this?
rent this now. Come on, chill out. We rent.
I still got my.
Oh, that's right. You right. You got the cup right there. All right, Hey,
Got my cup.
I had to make sure. You never know. You a wild card, bro. You might just start pouring on the floor.
Still got a hand on the deck. Keep going.
So, when I first got introduced to you, of course, you in the swim trunks. You got the pool vibes going. So I'm like, this motherfucker here.
I
man.
was in Lebowski mode. Yeah.
All right, man.
You gotta give some context. My office, my apartment, our production studio are all in one building.
Right.
And I work a lot. So when I decide I got a hot tub, I got a hot tub. So interestingly enough, we have it's a joke in the office. It's like a HR violation, like 481 to 479 or whatever it is. And that's what state of pre-hot tub Doug is when he walks in the office. Because Mitch works late. And I'll walk in at like 8 o'clock and be like, hello. And be like, what's up? And I'm like, I'm in a bathrobe. This is weird. HR violation 479. So I think we had our meeting, but I was like trying to get like a quick tub. So
Nah,
yeah,
you
I'm
good.
that guy. I was trying to get a quick tub.
Honestly, I'm not mad at it because
No, I just love the context of it. It wasn't like I showed up in a bathrobe and we were in a corporate setting.
But that's why I knew you were gonna fill in the blanks.
All right,
Trust
well,
me.
that's what I do.
I know.
All right,
Trust
so,
me, I know.
I'm sorry. Tell him.
So I get there and I'm like, all right, actually, this is actually the vibe that I want for Too T3rp, to be completely honest. Like, it was straight vibes. Like, you got your whole crew, y'all sitting up there grilling, like, actually getting work done because you're having conversations.
Oh, yeah, we
and,
were
like,
doing the shit out by the pool. Yeah, you're
Exactly.
right. Yeah.
So it's like-
that's why we were doing a whole pool day, yeah.
I said, I'm trying to help you out, dog.
No, I don't need no help. I was trying to figure out the narrative. Yeah, it's funny. Your timing was perfect. Tammy brought you by. She was coming by, and we just decided that day to grill. So we walked up the street to Beast and bought a bunch of food. Yeah, so when you got there, I was actually by the pool.
Yeah.
That's funny. That same day, Jack and I were talking out there, and he had an interview with a woman that lived in my building, and I'm like, Katie, you just want to do this shit in the pool?
Oh, God.
Because she was in the pool, and she's like, yeah. I'm like, Jack's over here. And I'm like, I'll get out of here. She actually is a great cannabizer now.
There you go.
But yeah, her interview was in the pool.
No, see, like, I feel like you gotta like a lax environment. So I noticed you get a lot of production, and like you guys do a lot from what it seems like from your Instagram and all that. It seems like you guys have been going to a lot of events, getting a lot of work done. I feel like
might
that's
just have a really good Instagram.
oh shit.
No, I'm kidding.
Well, no, I mean,
My team produces
damn.
fucking insanely. Yes, you're right.
And the reason I feel like that is because of the work environment. I feel like you make an environment to where it's like I want to go hard for this because of what it is that this environment brings me.
Thank you. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's actually spot on. And, I joke I'm the caterer. Like, made that joke earlier. We were talking about, like, Mitch saying get out of my office or whatever. But the reality is like, you invest in your people. Your people take care of your customers.
Right.
Otherwise, you're just some megalomaniac trying to build a brand. And I am building a brand. But at the same time, I'm building a brand based on the theory that if you invest in them, they carry you. You have each other's back. But it's not easy.
No.
Sometimes you have to let the team make a decision. You're like, I really want to do do something else. And sometimes you say, you know what, I'm just going to pull that executive privilege because it's my fucking bank account at the end of the day. And sometimes you eat it. But,
Everyone
it's,
I've met
it's
on
family.
your team is awesome.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
They are awesome. And they make me better. And, the attitude is you surround yourself with people that are better than you are, and I have. And I'm really fortunate for that. And I love all of them. But, our thing is we get bored real easily. We don't do anything the same way twice. So I just got to make sure they stay entertained, fed, some beer in the fridge or whatever they need.
Yeah.
And pay my taxes, and I think we're clear.
There you go.
But we like doing stuff, and we like the people we do it with. And let's be honest, the fact that we get to do it in cannabis is even cooler.
Yeah.
I used to fantasize about working in cannabis, when I was
So
younger.
when did you officially start working with cannabis?
What does officially mean?
Well,
Where do
because
we
you
go on
told
the
us your
chart?
story earlier. It took a week until you started working with cannabis. But, when did you start with your company?
It's corporate cannabis.
When did Cannvocate start
Yeah.
with what it's doing in Missouri cannabis? So Advocate, our first client was MoCan Trade. Interestingly enough, the company that I was operating or running, I just hit my mic. So sorry about that, Tyler. But it's you guys' fault for handing this bam fucking.
ASMR, bro.
I mean, this thing is fucking ginormous.
Yeah, I didn't expect
For
that.
those listening on
was-
audio, he grabbed a very large joint.
I felt like we needed the peace.
If it was a man's
we needed the
finger,
peace pipe.
there would be a man at least 7'2" or larger.
Cool.
It looked out of the tip of a witch. I just turned into fucking Johnny Depp.
Oh, no.
Isn't every hour happy hour? No, so seriously, so where were we?
Cannvocate.
Okay, no, actually. Advocate. So a little history. Andrew Mullins, who's the executive director of MoCan, and I have known each other for quite some time. We worked in the nightclub industry and in entertainment years ago, and friendship was always solid. I mean, it's not somebody I wasn't going to christen anybody, each other's kids or anything. But Andrew and I, stayed, relatively within similar circles. I was running a startup that had a family of companies.
See, come hit that.
And come take it. Bam, bam.
Yeah.
Jesus, that thing's...
Yeah, pass that all
I think I
around.
threw my shoulder out trying to fucking... So, I get an email. I'm running this startup, and there's a family of companies. So there's like 5 of us, and somebody sent an email out. It was like, we have this opportunity to sponsor this cannabis event. And this is like when shit was starting to... This was 2000. So in February 2000. So this was probably circulating in like December 2019. And I probably said something really flippant because I was some, wired startup executive. And I'm just like, why are we having an email exchange at $500 decision points or whatever? Just do it. And then messaged Andrew because I was the pot guy 20 years prior. He didn't fucking even smoke weed. And I was like, how is it I'm going to your pot party or some sort of joke like that? And he's like, we should get together. We should get coffee or whatever. So we booked that appointment. That was like 2 weeks out. I quit my job like a week later. So when we met, I'm like, oh, I'm not going to be at the event. He's like, what are you doing? And I'm like, this is my plan. This is my company thing because I just kind of operate that way. I already had a plan in mind. And he's like, I need you like tomorrow. And I was like, shit. I was like going to roam the earth like Kane from Kung Fu for like 2 weeks and like go on a vision quest or something.
Where were you?
As far as what, personally in my life?
Yeah, like what were you? Did you have to come to Missouri or were you already
No,
here?
I was here in St.
Okay.
Louis.
Okay.
Yeah, it was a really crazy time in my life, actually. Like, I had just gone through a really toxic breakup and taken on a huge amount of debt trying to, like, clear that stuff up and, like, quit my job with no plan of what I was going to do. And I was like, it's either going to be, like, the best first chapter of a book or, like, the worst suicide note written. You know, it was like, this is going to go one of two ways.
Yeah.
But I felt like I was walking on fucking sunshine because I, like, finally was just like, I'm done with, like, I joked it was like Rocky 3 where he, like, drops the tree off his shoulders. He's like, no, he can run like a, you know, I mean, they have that moment in every movie. Like, that, but you know what I'm getting at. Felt good. So at that point, though, I was kind of in it. I think I was at the expo that year, and I had to build out my website, my LinkedIn, and design my business cards, because I'm like talking to people and still said, executive vice president at Genie Cast, and I'm like, well, that's what my badge says. But yeah, it happened really fast. Mm-hmm. But we stayed in the background for 2 years. I did absolutely no outward-facing business in the cannabis market whatsoever. Mm-hmm. And that was my personal reasons. I just thought it was a conflict of interest at the time, because, there was a lot going on. It was early in the evolution of the marketplace, and the access I had, it was just been unethical, and we were really trying to keep them alive during the whole pandemic situation. But about 2 years in, we got them established, built them up. We built their internal systems out for them. We did all the virtual stuff. We do all their events. Literally, January of this year, we plan to roll out the Cannvocate brand of it. And it's just because I saw a gap in the marketplace for really getting those brands in people's hands, like I was talking about earlier. And my team, that you guys have been so kind about, are all event planners, former brand activation people, like 30 years of history with brands like Vitamin Water and fucking doing. I worked with the Army and casinos. Like, we know compliance. Like, this is what we've been doing our whole lives. It's not like we said we love weed and now we're this.
Yeah.
Like, it is our day job and our night job. So in this scenario, it was just like we saw a gap, and we saw a lot of operators suffering, like not knowing how they were going to pay the bills, freaking out that if things didn't change that they might go under. And it was like, we can help. So we started doing that. Mm-hmm. And that was, is it June?
It's
6 months.
June,
6
yeah.
months ago. 6 months. But we've been working in the industry. We knew these people. They became our friends.
Yeah.
It's like, how do I not offer something for them? Mm-hmm. How do I get this back, Tyler? What the fuck?
I know, he's supposed to be the keeper of the
I was
joint.
like, get this away from me, please.
Yeah, we didn't kill it. I feel like we hit it enough.
No, I mean, I'll keep going. I just didn't want to be the only one. Fuck.
I mean,
Might be gaining on the longest episode here.
You guys can kick me out at any time. Shit.
Oh, but I guess there's some time
I
in
told
there
my
that we
PO
were
I would be here.
Yeah. You said what?
I said I told my PO I would be here. It's cool.
We got
That's
you for
lit,
a few
yo.
more hours.
Hey, shout out to the PO. They know what's up. They know what time it is.
I don't want to be pointed out.
I mean, we'll edit that part out. You right.
No, don't.
Nah, I learned that from Chrissy
Just
D.
don't
Nah,
put us
fuck
in-
that. Yeah,
don't
we
put
taking
us
that
in
shit
Instagram,
out.
no.
We taking that shit out. I forgot about that.
Cool.
You listen to comedy at all?
No, I'm a communist. Yeah, what are you talking about?
I mean, I guess we got socialists on, so.
Do you listen to comedy? So even socialists listen to comedy. Go on.
Yeah. All right.
Definitely social lists, yeah.
There's this
They
dude-
listen to comedy.
There's this dude, Chrissy D. And so he's got his Uncle TT Jerry. And so she just got out of prison not too long ago, and so she has a PO. And so they were trying to get TT to go on her first trip to Miami. And so the PO actually called while they were doing the episode, so they kind of did live on there for.
So this is a real thing.
Yeah.
And they had the PO call in.
Yeah. No, the PO just happened to call in while they were
happened to
doing.
call in.
Yeah, while they were doing the episode. And so the PO was just like asking questions about where they were going and all
You
that,
guys don't
trying to
have
get
a call-in
approval.
or anything, right?
We
Hell
have.
yeah, we do. What you mean?
We need to start doing it
I need
again.
to phone a friend.
Yeah.
No. I don't have a PO.
That's here. He said, "What you
Really
talking
good
about?"
There's no PO.
You right.
I was fronting. I'm like Vanilla Ice.
I
I
feel
got a
it.
stab wound. It was actually just a hernia.
Alleged.
It's alleged. It's all alleged. There's no PO.
See, I was thinking about hiring you as my consultant, but I don't know. I might need to be your consultant now. Shit, I don't know, bro.
Brand advisor. Jesus, after the last one. How long have I been here? Like 7 hours? I feel like I'm on a dance-a-thon. We're going to wear his fucking evil ass out. Then we're going to make a dead stripper lay down next to him, take a picture, and tell him to leave town.
That's way too obvious. Come on.
No, you
No.
gotta do me like Nicolas Cage and Wicker Man and just like fucking light me on fire.
No, Nicolas Cage is in my nightmare rotation. He's not.
Yeah, see? That's how we know you don't listen to
We're not.
episodes. This is how we know. This was last episode.
Nicolas Cage is not coming in on any circumstances. This is my safe space.
I'm just glad you didn't see me punch anybody's baby.
We don't condone that.
I wouldn't condone it either. I show up at these things and I find out I did stuff.
I'm glad I
How
could let
bad
you know.
is it?
Yeah, it is all right.
Now that's the title.
Hey,
I
if,
still believe
if
in
anything,
Lila.
look, I've had to apologize to people too. So
Oh,
I've fucking done some shit, all right? So I get it. I can relate to
well,
all
well,
of yours.
I did you
can relate
wrong.
to you. I understand it happens.
We all can. Shit, I done fucked up too.
Yeah.
This is a side note.
Life.
Was I right?
No.
Okay. If I said the answer was actually accurate. They'll be like, son of a bitch, he was right.
Nope.
He was an asshole and he made a really good push.
Sorry. I can't give you that. I cannot give you that.
I didn't need it. I was just
But-
curious. It's really, what's in this pineapple I want to drink inside?
Let's let you
Is this
go.
cyanide?
I'm
That's a
glad
pipe.
you came on.
This is a pipe. Holy shit. Feels oddly. I don't want to even find adjectives for that. I'm glad I came on.
Thank you.
Good, good.
Yeah.
Pays the therapist. Is this a split thing? I don't know. Like, is this going on my insurance?
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah, put that on insurance.
We'll figure it out.
It's on the network, yeah.
Yeah.
Could we call this episode "We All Feel Better Now"?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, I like it.
I mean,
like
I
it.
felt great when I got here, but then it went down, and now I'm back up. So it's fucking awesome. I'm leaving how I came.
It's
like a fucking roller coaster. Yeah, it was like-
T-shirts.
That's what I paid for. Jesus, you were like, and even when you told me, you were like, tick, 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 tick.
What do you mean?
What did I do? Was it
Oh.
the registration?
No,
was
that
it the?
wasn't you. That you were good.
No,
on that.
you literally
You handled that well.
Tarantino'd that. I was like, is Vincent Vega still alive in this scene? What did I do? It was great.
Yeah.
It was in the parlor with my dumbass.
Honestly,
Again,
Free
it was
advice.
Me too. I played a role.
No, well, we all play a role in our own reality, and I'm sorry I interfered with yours.
That's okay.
this is legit one
On
of
the
my
next
favorite
Too
episodes.
Terped.
bro.
Doug and Lila see a
Cool.
therapist.
All
We'll
right.
make a
cool.
whole episode of making us move in together. See who
Reality
kills each
TV.
other first.
Yeah, I don't know.
Too
Big
twisted.
Brother Cannabis Edition.
Yeah.
Hey, hey, Too T3rpd Productions. Fuck that. Yeah, this ain't going on
Yeah, yeah.
Cannvocate. Don't get it fucked up.
Don't even-
Don't get it fucked up. This is
all
our
good.
shit.
We'll find some way to fucking heck all that
Collaborate.
shit, yeah. There's always a tailwind.
All right. Well, you really brought this on. Honestly, it wouldn't even come out. You know exactly what you instigated here, but it's fine.
I love it.
I ain't do shit. All I told you to do was say what
I'm
this
gonna
man
remember
looked like,
this shit.
and
I
then
told
you went
I'd
into
black
the
out. I'm
whole
like,
thing.
I'm not gonna
Shit.
forget shit. This is like, I'm not gonna. This is the first time I've done one of these, and I'm not like, I don't remember what I said. I'm
Yeah,
gonna be
it's
like, oh
fine.
my god, I need like a court stenographer. I want that shit. We need to get this dictated and shit.
No, we're good.
Just know you know we all partners for life. Bro. I got it, got you.
God. All right, let's wrap it up.
Gotcha. No, this was awesome.
Hell
I had
no.
so much fun. I'm so glad we got to cover this ground.
I wish I could say I was this great at making
Grow
content.
together.
It's just natural.
No, this has been.
Well, look, and then you beat me in the joint rolling competition. So I just told you like the entire.
Yeah, you didn't
way
understand.
through,
Like,
like there's.
it all started with a joint rolling contest. That's what
layer.
really
First
started
First of
this shit
all,
to be
a
real.
bunch
I'm
of
gonna be
people on
real.
Instagram between 11 p.m. and 4 a.m. on a fucking what day was it? Friday. I mean,
Whatever.
people, I love you. You're great, but I'm not saying this is a jury of our peers right now.
Why don't be judging? Hey, don't be judging
I agree with him.
Don't be judging our audience, show. That's fucked up. Don't be
I'm
mad
saying
because
straight up, don't vote for me. That joint was shit.
nah, he's trying to say that y'all ain't got no lives. Nah, just say that
No,
y'all.
I'm saying you might have been a little.
Just say
fucked
y'all
up.
fuck with this shit.
It was late. I was fucked up.
I said just say y'all fuck with this shit.
I
Heavy.
might have voted for it at that time. I didn't know what was what.
I agree.
Don't be trying to cop please Dale. You done already fucked up, bro. Just own it. We done went through all of this just for you not to own it. God damn.
man.
Oh my shit.
God,
I'd at least
reverse
own
this
it.
shit. All right, yeah.
I'd at least own it.
I roll a
Shit.
bomb ass joint, motherfuckers.
There you go.
Oh, yeah.
Thanks
God
for tuning
damn.
in.
At least have some
fun.
confidence out of this shit. God damn.
All right.
You want you to be lifted too.
You can find us out here in South City, St. Louis, in Lindenwood Park neighborhood, and at Grow Gear STL on all socials.
I don't know where to find you, Doug.
Jesus, at this point, I don't know. I'm a little scared. Follow us on Instagram at Cannvocate.
I follow Cannvocate. The camera work is good.
Thank you. CANNVOCATE. Cannvocate.
Hoo-wee. All right.
That's all I had to say about
I gotta
that.
take my headphones off.
All right, y'all. Y'all already know this was a good ass one, man. Oh wait, one more question before you go. I just got one more question. Just one more. All right, because I asked for it. Honest critique of Too T3rp. Let's go.
From this perspective, I mean, I just told you for like 5 minutes straight how much of a good time I had. I mean, so far so good. If the production comes out real shitty, I might be giving you different feedback. The product hasn't made it so far, but the cell experience has been phenomenal.
All right.
No, this is a good show. I'm happy I got to do this. I'm happy we were all present. This is, woo.
The reason why I asked that is because all before this, you've been asking me, what am I supposed to do? What am I supposed to do to prep for this? Like, how's this supposed to go? You've been asking me all these goddamn questions.
I just want to make sure I did you right. I know you put a lot of thought in this shit,
All you needed to do was come and create content, and that's all you needed you to do.
$1 for every time I heard that.
I'm just telling you, bro. That's what I expect out of everybody, bro.
Cents. But
You were trying to ask, but this is how it works.
No, you kept saying we'll just flow, and I feel like we were able to do that.
I had a great time.
If Dr. Phil would here, he'd be like, y'all are doing much better right now. Seriously, I'm glad you connected.
How's that working out for you? It's good.
Step outside right now.
We smoked a joint. We talked it out. It's good.
How about now?
Yeah.
We're so high. It's that. See, I think at this point, what we did was we taught the world that if you just get a little high, you can figure out anything.
Hell yeah. Hey,
it's time to love.
This might be the first ever Too T3rp before and after picture, too. We might have to take a after picture after this. Like, for real.
I really wasn't mad at you. I'm just glad there was just a little something. It wasn't like that. I'm just,
we had some air to clear.
No, this was a fire-ass episode.
It was good air to clear, and it's a good note for me because I'm working on that. So.
All right, let me wrap up because I'm dead ass. We get ready to do an after episode. We ought to do an after post, too. All right, so this your boy. Oh, no, shit. Whoop, my bad. All right, this has been another episode of Too T3rp. Y'all already know. Shout out to the boy Ryan Risky Fargo. Y'all already know. Shout out Flucker. Shout out to T3rp on the Instagrams. Make sure you follow us on YouTube. Make sure you hit us up on that hotline, 314-399-9711 with the voicemails. And don't forget to follow me, Donovan 2408, on all social media platforms. All right, y'all. Y'all already know. It's been another episode. We'll see y'all. Peace.
It's Too T3rp.
All right. That was a good one.
Boom.